Blu-rays! You can't see me through all the Blu-rays! Alright. Enough of that crap. Let's get to watching. Let's get to talking. Let's get to viewing. Yeah! What's up, guys? Fears, audience fears. Give me 1 second. I just threw all these Blu-rays down here, so I must clean them up real quick. But how are you guys all doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing utterly fantastic. I'll be honest, Fears, I'm doing better now. But the last couple of days, whew, I had a massive headache. I had a little bit of a Crohn's attack. Not a big attack, just a little one. So I didn't miss any work. I just kind of pounded my way through it. But I woke up and I feel a whole lot. I feel a whole lot better today. I just woke up from a nap about an hour ago. So anyway, but yeah, my stomach has not been feeling too well, but mainly I gotta say it was more of a headache. I had a massive headache, but it wasn't too bad. But it was bad enough. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. And let's get going here. I haven't streamed in a little while. I took a little bit of a break for a couple reasons. One, I just wanted a break. And two, because I had a massive headache and my stomach wasn't feeling good. So it was kind of all three of those. But I'm back. I missed you guys. I missed you, and I thought, you know what? Before I go to work tonight, I'll do a little stream. Lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. All right now, Fears Boy. That's right, John. What's going on? Good to see you. Lots to talk about. We got 3 movies to talk about that I've selected, that I watched over the past couple of days. Burning. Good horror movie. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, my friends. And then, I guess it's like a dark comedy, but also a horror film, because, like, people die in it. The Menu. So, good choices. And then also, the last thing I wanted to talk about, what are things that happen often in movies? Like, you know, you watch a movie, and what do a lot of things happen in movies? Well, people die in movies all the time, very often. People make love in movies often. So I wanted to make a little bit of a list of how many things what people do in movies that happen very often. So that's why I labeled it Often Things in Movies. Things that happen often in movies. So those are tonight's topics. Feel free to join in. John is the first one to say hello. Well, hello, John. How are you? Don't forget, you guys, now that I almost wasn't going to go because Fears has not been feeling well at all. But I just started feeling better today. Thank God. But you know what? I just pushed through it. I didn't miss any work. Thank God. And I just kind of, like, when I came home from work, I just rested. I had a bunch of tea and I had a bunch of liquids, and my stomach is feeling better. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a random Crohn's attack. I don't know if it was I ate something bad. I could have ate something bad. I don't know what it was. But thank God it was only a tiny bit of an attack, so I didn't miss any work. So that's good. So cheers to you guys. Thought I would use Mickey tonight. Don't forget, I almost didn't go to this. If my stomach wouldn't have been feeling good tonight or tomorrow, I probably wouldn't have gone to this convention. But I'm feeling better. So I'm going to go to the convention. So if you want to hang out with Fears and you're in the area and you want to, July 28th is the Star Wars convention. There it is, Star Wars and G.I. Joe Collectors Fest. I go more for the Star Wars stuff. G.I. Joe, it's okay. It's all right. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing spectacular, my friends. But anyway, I used to play with G.I. Joe a little bit, like when I was a kid. But I played more with Star Wars as a kid. And Legos, and Indiana Jones, and Ghostbusters, and Ninja Turtles, and Legos, and shit like that. I was more of a Ninja Turtle and Ghostbuster kid. You know, we all have our favorites. We all have our favorites growing up, but those were mine. Those were mine. Anyway, big shout out to the fans. We got 3 people watching. Hopefully more people show up. I almost didn't do a stream tonight, but I thought, you know what? I haven't done one in a while. I'm like, I am feeling better. It was a little bit of a massive headache. It was more of a massive headache than a stomach ache, but I got a little tummy ache. So it was a mixture of both. It was like a mixture of a massive headache. I mean, it was pounding. I took some Tylenol each day, you know, that I didn't do a stream, which I haven't done a stream, I believe, in 2 days, 3 days, something like that. It was somewhere around there. So I took some Advil. Tylenol, excuse me. I took some Tylenol, and then I didn't eat much over the last couple of days because I don't know what the fuck was going on with my stomach, but it was a Crohn's like no other. But, like I said, I didn't miss any work. That was good. Because, 1, I didn't want to miss work. And 2, the trolls always give me massive shit if I don't go to work. Like, oh, Fears is a little baby. You know, he can't take a little tummy ache and he missed work. So, but the main reason is I didn't want to miss any work because I like making money. So, yeah. Anyway. So, there's that. But I feel a lot better. And my good friend Walter wrote me today and was like, hey, Fears, are you doing all right? I was like, yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm not the only one with Crohn's problems. I forgot that Walter has Crohn's also. And he said, oh, man, Fears, like, at least yours is only hurting you a little bit. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, it's more my headache. I said, I've had a massive headache for the last, like, 2 or 3 days. And finally, I guess the headache's gone. Because if I still had it, I wouldn't be doing a stream. And I woke up from a nap, and I was like, oh, my God, thank God the pressure is gone. And Walter told me that his Crohn's has been acting up for a couple days, too. And I told Walter, I said, my stomach does hurt me a little bit. But I said it's more the headache. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what's been going on with Fears the last couple of days. I didn't get any editing done. Well, I got a tiny bit of editing done, but mainly I just rested and went to work because this headache and the stomach pain has been killing me. So, I didn't finish my laundry, which I'm going to try to finish tomorrow. And I didn't finish editing the vlog because I haven't been feeling good. So I didn't get anything done. So hopefully this weekend I can get a lot of work done on some projects and then go to the convention and get the rest of my laundry finished and all that. Oh, I hate having a headache. Put a 1 in the chat if you hate having a headache. Oh my God. It was a mixture. It was like a headache and a fucking stomach ache. It was the worst. Anyway, big shout out to the 4 fans. All right. Let's start, shall we? All right. So, I thought we'd start off with what are things that happen often in movies? I've been watching a couple of movies over the last few days, and it's the same shit. It's the same shit that happens in movies all the time. And I was like, that would make a great topic. Like you know, for the podcast. What things happen often in movies? Well, a lot of people die often in movies. A lot of people make love in movies. A lot of people get married in movies. Shit like that. Yo, Visions, what's up? Vision said, I was just opening up Discord to see if you were okay, and I got a notification that you were live. That's a hard word. What a coinkydink. I know how to say it. I'm just tired. Yeah, so Walter wrote me, Visions, and basically said the same thing. I said, I'm doing all right. I said, I'm doing okay. Which, by the way, big shout out to Pretend Stories and Visions and John in the chat. I'm doing all right, buddy. It just is I don't know what the fuck happened. I think it was more of a headache. And then, then all of a sudden my stomach started. So the headache started first. Thank God I didn't miss any work. Because if I would have missed work, I would have been really pissed off. Because I've already had 2 weeks off. I want to make some moolah. I want to make some monies. So I just kind of pushed through the stomach ache. But the headache, man, was killing me. So before work and after work, I was taking some Tylenol. Then the stomach ache, kicked in visions. And so I barely ate anything because I'm telling you, if you guys have never had Crohn's, I envy you guys that don't have Crohn's. It fucking sucks. When you have Crohn's, when a random Crohn attack happens, you don't want to eat. So I was basically drinking, I had some soup. I had a lot of liquid, food. I had, juice, and I had soup, and then I was, drinking milk and drinking orange juice, just to tide me by. So finally, today, when I woke up, the stomach ache, the headache and the stomach ache was gone. And I was like, finally, whatever happened has passed. And now I can eat some solid food. So I just made myself a sandwich. I had a sandwich for lunch. And then I had a nice big salad for dinner. I mean, the bowl was that big. I had a big salad. I love salad, if you guys don't notice. If you ever watch in the vlogs or if you ever watch me eat anything healthy at home, it's usually a salad or carrots or fruit or vegetables or shit like that. But I appreciate everybody's concerns. The Fears Man is back to 100%. But man, it was I shit you guys not, it was the attack came out of fucking nowhere, man. Well, Walter wrote the same thing, Visions. He was like, hey, man, Fears, you all right? I'm like, yeah. I'm doing all right. I just have a headache, and I'm like, but everything's cool. I'm sure it'll go away. And then he's like, well, Fears goes, it's weird, man. He goes, your stomach's hurting. And I forgot. I always seem to forget, classic Fears memory, that Walter has Crohn's, too. I don't know if his is as bad as mine is, because I've been diagnosed with Crohn's ever since I was 16 years old. So I've had it for quite a while. I don't know how long Walter's had it. But he was like, oh man, Fears. And he's like, my stomach's been hurting a little bit. I was like, really? And he's like, oh yeah. And he goes, oh yeah, man. He goes, the Crohn's is a rumbling. Classic Fears quote. I was like, really? And he was like, oh yeah. So it's definitely been a rumbling the last couple of days. But I'll be honest, though, with all you guys in the chat, it wasn't so much my stomach. It was this pounding headache. I was like, headache, you son of a bitch. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, Fears doesn't want it. Get out of here. So I took some Tylenol the last couple of days, and thank God it worked. So, let's see. Pretend Story says, yo, Fears, I'm back, Jack, on the attack, Mac. You almost got it right. You almost got it right, Pretend Stories. I'm back on the attack, Jack. Yo, Daddy Mac. A rat-a-tat-tat. Bitch, you mock me and I'll give you a whack. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm just joking. Fears can keep going. I was just rhyming. I was just like, all right, let's do that. No, I would never whack a girl. I'm just joking around. I'm just playing. Just joking around. All right. So let's continue on. But you almost got it right, Pretend Stories. Almost. Anyway. Well, like I said, we got 4 topics. Fears recently watched The Menu. A very, very good film. Very dark. I guess it's a dark comedy / horror film. Lots of people eat food and a lot of people die. Almost everybody dies. Except for one person. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. So we're going to be reviewing this. And then, of course, an old classic, an old favorite, an old goodie. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, you motherfucker. You betrayed Sheba! You betrayed Sheba! And then the guy's like, oh. And he goes like that. And then, the real hot chick at the end, Vision's like, oh my God, Indy, cover your heart. And then, Kamatrata, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, the guy with the horns on and shit, he's like, hoodida, moodida, moodida, boodida, doodida, hoodida. And he's going nuts on Indy's heart. And he's like, you betrayed Shiva. And he's like, prepare to meet Kali in hell. And then he cuts the rope. And he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm saving my life, bitch. He goes, fuck your Sean Carr Jones and fuck your cult. You motherfucker. And he takes the guy down. Hell yeah. And then I watched A Legend of Terror is no campfire story anymore. The Burning. I enjoyed it. It was bloody, though. Ho, 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 ho. It was blood. I think this is bloodier than, any Michael Myers movie I've watched or any Jason movie. I mean, this was bloody. A few times I was watching, through my fingertips. I was like, ooh, especially when the young, college kid gets killed on the raft and he gets his fingers chopped off. I was like, oh, shit. So it was good. But, man, it was bloody. It wasn't as bloody as, Hostel, but it was bloody. But it was good. And Tom Savini, the master of makeup, the master of horror, did all the special effects and all the makeup effects and all the practical effects and all the death scenes in this. And I watched the behind the scenes. The guy that played Krause, he only played the beginning and the end, with the fire torch. So all the kills were either done by a crewman or Tom Savini dressed up in the black, shirt and black pants that the killer wears. So mainly when you see, the killer's, legs or his arms or, he definitely likes those shears, man. He killed a bunch of college kids with shears. It's usually Tom Savini. But I enjoyed it, but I'm just giving a word of warning to everybody that watches this. Be prepared. Get yourself some popcorn, get yourself some soda, and you may want to get yourself a barf bag because it's a good movie, but it is a bloody movie, to say the least. But I enjoyed it. Let's see. Vision says, LOL. I try to be as humorous as possible. And then Pretend Story says, I'll practice. Well, that's good. Because you were failing, Pretend Stories. You failed miserably. I'm just joking. I don't care. But do practice, though. Anyway, it's good to be back. I thought I would use my Mickey mug. I haven't used the Mickey in a stream or a vlog in quite a long time. All right. So let's get it right here. Things that happen often in a movie. So when you watch a movie, what are some things? Feel free to write in the chat if you want to. What are some things that always happen in movies? My friend Sean came up with this topic, and he was like, Fears, he goes, you should totally. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've ever heard of this one, Visions. Me and Sean were working the other night, and he goes, Fears, I love you. I didn't say I love you. He said, I love how you love shitty horror films and shitty films. I said, I do. That's what he meant to say. That's what I meant to say. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. And he's like, Fears, I got another one for you. And he goes, see if your friend Visions. I said, he's probably seen this one. I said, he's seen a lot more crazy films than me. And he's like, Fears, just ask him. And he goes, do me a favor, watch the trailer. I said, all right, so the next time I do a stream, I definitely will. Have you ever heard of a movie called Laser Blast? It sounded hilarious. So Laser Blast. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm going to watch it tonight after I do a couple of topics. He said, Fears, I'm telling you. He goes, it's cheesy. It's hilarious. He goes, it's like sci-fi, horror. He goes, you'll love it, Fears. And I was like, all right. I said, fair enough. I said, I will make the determining factor. I said, I'll let you know, Sean. So I'm going to watch the trailer, and I don't know. It's called fucking Laser Blast. I don't know what the fuck. It's... So, anyway, have you seen that one, Visions? Let me know. Anyway. Let's do topic number 1. What things... I'm going to try and come up with at least 20 things that always happens in movies. Doesn't have to be horror. Just anything. Like any type of movie. So, things that happen often in movies. So big shout out to my friend Sean. Big shout out to my friend Sean for coming up with this topic. Things that happen often in film. Well, I already listed a couple of things. A lot of people get married in films. So marriage. People die. So I'm going to say death. People die in movies. Die in movies. 3, people eat a lot of food in movies. So eating. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Vision says yes, and I watched it on April 13th, 2023. Wow, good memory. See, Visions, I wish I had good memories. Like, you have a good memory. Walter has a good memory. A lot of people in the Discord, like, I give those trolls a lot of shit, but I do envy one thing that all you guys have. Fears can only remember, like, certain things. If it's really important to me, I remember it. If it's like an event, like if it's an event that like really impacted my life or impacted my friend's life. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, when I was on vacation, my friend Tom got married, and I was like, Tom, I'm really happy for you and Trish. Then I remember that stuff, you know. But if it's like something like, if it's someone's name, it takes me forever. And I wish, like, when I was young, I just used to try and guess. Well, that would make you look like an idiot. So one day my buddy Eric came up to me and said, Fears, I get it that you can't remember people's names. I said, well, not true, Eric. I said, I remember some people's names and some people I don't. He goes, all right, Fears. He goes, I'm going to save you a lot of embarrassment. He goes, if you honestly can't remember someone's name, he goes, either wait till they say their own name or somebody else says their name, or just bite the bullet and say, hey, man, and just look at them right in the face and say, hey, man, I know you've said your name 1,000 times, but it takes me a couple of times. Like, what is your name? He goes, people will react to you more, Fears, if you don't just say, hey, Dwayne, what's up? And then the guy's like, my name's not Dwayne, Fears, it's Chris or whatever. So I was like, yeah, you're probably right, Eric. So I have to say people's names like 1,000 times. I mean, unless it's like any, like I've never gotten any of my family members, thank God. I never got any of their family members or my friends' names wrong. It's like other people. Like, sometimes people at work, I'm like, hey, what's your name again? But that makes sense because literally, I almost said factory. I don't want to say factory because if I say factory, then the fucking trolls, all hell will break loose. In my facility that I work with, well over 1,000, if not 2,000 people work there. I've never met every single person in that facility. Because a lot of people quit or get fired, or if they get in trouble, then they're like, hey, Fears, we're moving Tommy and James off your line. They got caught making out, or whatever the case is. That has happened at work. I've never caught anybody, but other people have caught other people. And I'm like, when do you fucking hilarious people have time to do that? We're always on the line. If I'm not on the line, then I'm off using the restroom, and then as soon as I'm done with the restroom, I come back, you know? But a lot of people either get in trouble and then they're moved to another line, or if they don't get along with somebody, then they ask to be moved. So it's hard to remember people's names. So, like, when me and Sean started working together, Pretend Stories, Visions, and everybody else in the chat, I was like, Sean, I'm just going to let you know, buddy. And he's like, I got you, Fears. He goes, if you forget my name, just... At least Sean was cool about it. Other people aren't cool about it. So I just kept saying it a million times until I finally got it. Until it was like, you know, clockwork. I was like, hey, Sean, what's up, buddy? How you doing? He's like, oh, I'm cool, Fears. What's going on? Hey, man, I caught your stream the other day. And I was like, oh, cool, man. So, yeah. But Vision says, ha, ha, ha. I write down the movies I watch is all. See, that's good. I wish I did that, you know. I guess I kind of do. I don't really write it down, Visions. I have a more simpler system. I'm like, all right, movies that I've watched on the shelf. Movies that I haven't watched over here, you know. So mine's kind of simpler, but yeah. But see, the only thing is when I'm looking for like those gems, that's why I've told people I have to write it down because I'm like, have I seen that fucking movie? I'm like, I don't remember, you know? And then I have to like look on the shelf and go, oh yeah, I did watch it. Right there, blah, 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 you know? That's good. Let's see. They are databases of information. I don't know how they do it. Who? Who pretend stories? They are. The trolls. They think they know fucking everything about everything. Oh, that's not right, Fears. That's not right. No pretend stories. Oh no, you're dead wrong. You know, will always be wrong in their eyes. You know, I'll be honest. Thank God I went into the Discord the other day. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth, but I will say, the less I'm in there, the less they talk about me. Thank fucking God. You know, even when I'm not in there, I'm like, well, why the fuck would they talk about me? You know, and then all of a sudden, like, no. I apparently a few days ago, I just learned something about myself. Apparently, Fears doesn't know who Al Pacino is, and apparently I don't know how to pronounce his name. His first name is Al, his last name is Pacino. That's how you fucking say his name. So I was dying of laughter, pretend stories. I was like, where the fuck do they get this information? I never said I don't know. I don't know him. I never said I don't know how to say his name. Of course I know who Al Pacino is. He's a big time actor. He's been in a shitload of movies. I know who fucking Al Pacino is. But see, that's a good that's a good example. Pretend stories. They don't know shit. They just make up a bunch of shit, you know? So that's giving them more credit than I would in 1,000 years. I definitely don't think they have a database. They may think they're a database. Well, I'll give them this. They're a database full of shit. That's what they are. So, yeah. Anyway. Same here, Fears. I'm terrible with names. It's just two things. I'm terrible at, like, remembering people's cell phone numbers. That's why I'm like, the reason why cell phones were invented, I'm like, I'm not going to remember your number. Put it in my cell phone right now. Put it in my cell phone right now. So the minute I get someone's number, bam. So yeah, let's see. What are 3 top Al Pacino movies? Okay. Oh, shit. I know the movie. Say hello to my little friend, that guy. I know it, don't tell me. Man, you're putting me on the spot, Visions. I hate being put on the spot. Scarface. Scarface is number 1. So I know who he is. I know at least, I haven't, I'll be honest. I'm not going to bullshit with you guys. I know who Al Pacino is. I haven't watched many of his films. Hell, Scarface, I've only watched a portion of the film. I've never watched it all the way through. So, but I just don't understand why they would think I don't know who he is. I don't know who started that rumor. You know? I was like, I know how to say Al Pacino's, like, I don't remember who said it in the Discord when someone's like, oh man, Fears is pathetic. He doesn't even know how to say Al Pacino's name. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? I was like, no, I pretty much know how to say his name. And then they're like, well, he doesn't even know like the movies that he does. And I'm like, I know a few. I don't know all of them. You know, because I'm about to look up 2 others. But at least I know who he is, and I've seen Scarface. I'm trying to think of something else that I watched so many movies, but I know who he is, and I know how to say. I know that he's done close to 100 films. I don't think he's ever done 100 films, but I know it's close. He's a big time actor. He's super old. He's real famous. You know, he's been acting like since he was like a teenager or some shit. So, but that just goes to show you, pretend stories, that they make up a bunch of shit. Oh, come on, Visions. You know that one. You know, don't even go there. You know who Scarface is. His name is like Tony or something. But that's the kind of crap, even if I'm not in there, even if I'm not in the Discord, which I haven't been in there for about a day or two, and then the other day I went in, and then I'll be honest, I can't remember who said it. They're like, what the hell? Fears doesn't even know how to say Al Pacino's name. And I was like, where the fuck did they get that from? I'm like, I know how to say it. Al Pacino. That's how you fucking say his name. And then I was like, they're kind of half right. They're kind of half right. I was like, I haven't seen many Al Pacino films, but I know who he is. He's a famous actor. He's done, well, almost 100 films in his career. One of them being Scarface. I'm kind of on the spot right now, so I can't think of two others without looking it up on Google. I'm trying. But the first one that came to mind was Scarface, because I have seen a little bit of it. So, yeah. I know you're joking around, Visions, which is funny. I know you've seen that movie, you know? Because you've seen your dad used to take you to a video rental store. I know for a fact you've seen that movie. Yeah, Tony. So, I can't remember. I'm trying to think of two more. I'm probably going to get shit for this, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to look up Al Pacino movies. But at least I know who he is, you know? So, you know, he's an American actor, you know? Like, oh, I can't believe I forgot. He was in The Godfather, of course, you know? But again, I haven't seen all of The Godfathers. I think I've only sat through The Godfather once. I've never seen Godfather 2. I've never seen Godfather 3. So, but I know he was in Scarface. Let's see, Al Pacino movies. And see, now that I looked it up, now it's like coming back to me. I just needed a picture. I needed a picture of the films. Like he's been in a whole bunch of stuff. Dog Day Afternoon, that's a classic. He's been in, you know, The Godfather. He's been in Scarface. Let's see, what else is he in? American Trader. Hangman. He was in Hollywood. So he's been in a whole bunch. I was kind of put on the spot. So I had a brain fart. But yeah, I know who he is. And he's done a lot. Let's see. Let's find out how many movies he has done. How many movies has Al Pacino been in so far? Let's see here. Al Pacino movie list. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. He's been in The Panic in Needle Park, Me, Natalie, The Godfather, Scarecrow, The Godfather Part 2, Dog Day Afternoon, Bobby Deerfield, and Justice for All, Cruising, Author, Scarface, Revolution, Sea of Love. See, a lot of these I haven't seen, but I mean, I've seen a few. I've seen him in Dick Tracy, which is a good movie, by the way. The Godfather Part 3. I've seen him in Dick Tracy. I've seen a little bit of Scarface. So I know who he is. Let's see, how many titles, how many movies has he been in? Oh, wow. I said he's done almost 100. He's almost done 50, so I was close. He's done 49 films, according to Google. He's done 49 films. I mean, that's close. I was close. I mean, I said 100, so, you know, almost 50. So, yeah. Anyway. So, there you go. Oh, I got you, Visions. I meant I didn't know about that rumor. Yeah, that's the most stupidest rumor. I know who the fuck, even though I'm being honest with you guys, So then the trolls can't say I'm lying. Do I know who Al Pacino is? Yes. Do I know how to say Al Pacino's name? Yes. Al Pacino. Have I watched many Pacino movies? The answer is no. So that's why it took me a minute to think of a couple of them. And then I had to look some up because I'm being honest. I'm not lying. I haven't seen many Al Pacino, but I don't know who the fuck started that rumor. But I'm like, that's so stupid. I'm like, I know who the fuck he is. He's a great actor, you know? Anyway. Sense of a Woman was really good. Hooah! Now, see, Visions, I've seen just that one scene. I've seen the hooah scene. But yeah. What's up, Doom? Are you talking about me? I'm not talking about you, Doom. I'm talking about a bunch of idiots in another Discord. Why would I talk about you, Doom? Me and Doom have... I don't have any beef against you. I'll give you the 10-second version, Doom, of what happened. I've been away from my best friend... well, not my best friend. My good friend, LC. And I just randomly went in his Discord the other day, and I don't remember even who said it. Someone said it. Someone said it and said, oh yeah, Fears doesn't even know Al Pacino, and Fears doesn't even know how to say his name, and I bet you Fears has never watched one film. And I was like, that's just completely untrue. I'm like, I've actually seen 2 or 3 of Al Pacino's movies. Haven't seen a lot. I've seen him in Scarface. I've seen him in Dick Tracy, because he was in that. He plays like the boss leader. And I've seen him in the first Godfather. That's about it. You know? So, yeah. Anyway. What's up, Dr. Jenkins? Title of the episode is Temple of Doom. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Temple of Doom. Right here. Temple of Doom. I didn't want to waste, like, space in the title, you know? And put Indiana Jones, I just put Temple of Doom. Everybody knows who Temple of Doom is, you know. I was like, I don't have to say Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom. Because everybody knows what I'm talking about. But it's just that kind of crap for 10 stories. I was like, that's a great example of that. Like, so when you said that they're a database of information, I was like, oh, you are so wrong, you know. And then it made me think of, oh, apparently Fears doesn't know how to say Al Pacino. I'm here to crush that rumor. Al Pacino. That's how you say his name. Do I know him? Yes. Have I watched a lot of his movies? No. That's the honest-to-God truth, because then they can't say, oh, well, Fears is lying. I'm not lying. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of his films, and that's it. I should watch more of his movies, because from what I've seen of him, he's a good actor. So, yeah. I ate Chinese food today and was on the toilet for hours. There you are. That's way too much information, but thanks for sharing. So, yeah. You definitely don't have Crohn's, Dr. Jenkins. You're either born with it or you get it. You know. Oh, well, most people are born with it, is what I'm trying to say. But you definitely don't have it. Just sometimes Chinese food doesn't agree with people. All right, let's continue on. But yeah, I just wanted to crush that rumor because I was like, I don't know who the fuck. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't remember who. You'll have to go into the Discord Visions. I don't remember who said it, but see, they're tricky little bastards. I'll say that they say it, and then those idiots will erase and go, "Oh no, I didn't say it," you know. So you may want to go in there and check who actually wrote it before those little bastards, delete it. So, but I remember someone did say it. So apparently I don't know how to say it, even though I do know how to fucking say it. And Fears doesn't know who he is. I know who the fuck he is, and I've seen about 3 or 4 of his films. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Chicken Wizard? Good to see you. He goes, hey, buddy, I'm on my lunch break. Well, I'm sorry that you came in, Chicken Wizard, when I was crushing a rumor. Apparently, I don't know who Al Pacino is, and apparently I don't know how to say Al Pacino's fucking name. You know? So, I had to crush that rumor. But good to see you, Chicken Wizard. Chicken Wizard, I told everybody that I hung out with you at the convention when I was in Missouri. Had a great time. I bought a bunch of cool shit. Chicken Wizard bought a bunch of cool shit at Chris's Toyman Toy Show. Chris's Toyman Show never disappoints. Never disappoints. They always have good food there. I got some coffee, and I got a hamburger. I've had their hot dogs before, but I've never had one of their hamburgers. Homemade hamburgers, by the way. It was extremely good. I shouldn't have had one because I'm trying to lose weight, but I was on vacation, so I was like, why the fuck not? And then, way later, me and Chicken Wizard hung out after the convention, and it was great. It was a great time. So, yeah. It was good hanging out, buddy, and thanks again for lunch. No problem. No problem. Fears was happy to buy you lunch. So, I told Chicken Wizard, spread the word through the community. Like, everyone thinks, well, not you guys don't think this, but everybody in the Discord, oh my God, Fears is such a horrible person. We must kill him. Down with Fears. Oh my God. Would I be a bad person if I bought somebody lunch? I don't think so. So it was my honor to buy you lunch, Chicken Wizard, because you're a good guy, you're a good friend, and you're a cool guy to hang out with. Plus, you had a really kick-ass shirt on. If you guys remember last time, Visions, he loves, just like you love, Chicken Wizard loves, oh shit, what the fuck is the movie called? Sleepaway Camp. So I was expecting Chicken Wizard to have another Sleepaway Camp shirt on. He did not. He had a good old Friday the 13th shirt on. I'd go up to him, I give him a fist pound, I'm like, oh shit, Chicken Wizard, rockin' Friday the 13th. And I was like, well, way to go, buddy. So yeah. But yeah, no problem, Chicken Wizard, and you don't have to thank me for lunch. It was on the house, so I was happy to do it, my friend. What are friends for? All right, let's continue on. So, let's see. First topic, things that often happen in a film. So far, I'm going to try and come up with 20 things that happen all the time in film. So far, I've got a lot of people get married in films, so marriage. People die in movies. They eat a lot of food. They do a lot of running, whether it's in comedies or horror, like exercise. They exercise a lot. Exercise. Let's see here. A lot of fake shit happens in movies. Fake shit. Fake shit. Let's see here. People use a lot of technology in film, like computers. They're always like on computers and shit in movies. So computers. And the reason why I brought this topic up is my friend Sean wanted me to do this topic. He goes, you know what? He goes, hey, Fears, you know what would be like really cool for one of your topics? And I was like, Sean, I'm always up for a new topic, buddy. Like what type of topic do you want me to do? And he was like, try and list like either 10 or 20 things that people often do in films. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, like it's a reoccurring thing. Like people keep doing it. And I was like, that's interesting. I said, I could probably make a topic out of that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 20, but I'll do 10 for sure. That is a good one, Visions. People do a lot of talking in movies, obviously, because unless you watch a silent film, which I have, Fears has watched not a lot of silent films, but I watched a couple of silent films before film school, and I watched a couple of silent films after film school and during film school. So, talk. That's a good one. Talk. People commit murder in movies, so murder. Because there is a difference. People die, and then people commit murder in movies. So we need two more. Let's see here. But yeah, Chicken Wizard, it was awesome. Chicken Wizard, refresh my memory, since you are on break. I don't want to take up too much time. I forgot. I showed you what I bought. I didn't buy much, Chicken Wizard, if I'm being honest, at the toy show, because Fears' bag, I'd already bought a shitload of movies. And I bought so many that I had to put some movies in my suitcase and some movies I had to ship home. So I think I showed you guys what I got at the toy show. I think I only bought like the little Captain Planet figure that I did have as a kid, and somehow I either lost it or I threw it away or my mom sold it or something. So it's good to have Captain Planet back in the collection. So I bought him, and then they were handing out a bunch of free stickers. Because I always go around to everyone's booth at the convention, and tons of stickers. I've never bought any stickers, at least at the Toy Man show. People hand out free stickers of like their business or something nerdy, and I got a shitload of free Ghostbuster stickers, and then let's see, what else? That's all I can remember. Chicken Wizard, what did you actually buy at the convention? I'm just curious. Well, anyway, I know you showed it to me, but I forgot. Let's see. Chicken Wizard says, "Hey, Visions, buddy. I hope everything's good." Vision says, "Not really, Chicken Wizard, but that's life, dude. Hope work is good." Yeah, I mean, I know you've been bumming, Visions. I'm really sorry to hear about your friend. That's what he's talking about, Chicken Wizard. His friend, unfortunately, like my dad, has cancer. I don't think it's the same type of cancer. Did you tell his Visions what type? Actually, it's none of my business, but don't worry, Chicken Wizard. I have been praying for Visions' friend, and when I was at church last weekend, I told them just to put, I said, I don't know the person's name. It's a friend of a friend's. So I said, can you just say one of Fears' friends has a friend that needs to be on the prayer list? And they were like, you didn't get his name, Fears? I said, I said, it's none of my business who he is. I said, my friend didn't give me his name. So I said, can you just put him on the prayer list? And they were like, yeah, sure, no worries. So, yeah. But, yeah. So he's on there. I have been praying. Anytime me and the big guy upstairs, this is usually a go-to prayer. I just say, hey, buddy, hey, God, what's going on? I need a favor. Visions has a friend, and this friend means a lot to him, and I'm like, he's going through a lot of pain right now, so I said, if you could just ease his suffering, that would be absolutely fantastic, and let him know that a bunch of people are praying for him, and we're sending him blessings and prayers and love and good vibes. And then I usually end it with a yeah, dude. And then God says, I got it, Fears. I'll get to work. And I go, well, thanks, buddy. And then I end it, and then I go to sleep. So, yeah. And then once I wake up from that nap, then I mosey on off to work. So, I definitely have been praying. But send, even if you're not religious, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, because I don't want Vision's friend to be uncomfortable. But if you are religious, send Vision's friend some good prayers. If you're not religious, then just send him some good vibes, because he needs it. He needs it. Anyway. Vision says, it's always a good day when Fears goes live. Well, thanks, buddy. I try to be a good host. I try to be entertaining. I try to laugh with you guys. I try to make you guys laugh. I laugh with you guys. It's always a good time. So, yeah. That's what it was. I couldn't remember, Chicken Wizard. I remember now. All you had to say was the first thing. I remember, yeah, because in the vlog, because Chicken Wizard, like, Fears, I have no problem being in the vlog. And I was like, yeah, buddy. So, you had, like, 9 or 10 VHS tapes. And one of them was, like, Laguna Beach or something. Like, one of the VHS tapes was, like, some hot, barely clothed chick, all like posing like on a beach or some shit. And I started laughing, and you started laughing, and then we were both laughing, and it was hilarious. So yeah. Nintendo 64 game. That I don't remember, Chicken Wizard, but I remember that you got a shitload of VHS tapes. Yeah. And then towards the end, oh, and then you got the movie poster. That's right. I remember that. So I don't remember the Nintendo 64 game, but I remember that you got the movie poster of something. I'll be honest, I don't remember what. But what I remember most, though, you got a shitload of VHS tapes. I got one too. It was probably the best thing. Oh, that was another thing I bought at the convention that I forgot. I got the VHS tape of finally in my collection. Finally. You would have thought Fears would have already had this in my collection. Nope, not until now. Not until this recent trip. Escape from New York, baby. Yeah! I should have got the other one, Chicken Wizard 2. But that guy wanted too much. He wanted like $40. And I was like, no. And he's like, what are you talking about, Fears? It's a classic. I'm like, oh, it's a classic, all right, but not $40 classic worth. No. I'm like, I'm thinking more like $5 or $10. He's like, Fears, he's like, you're mentally ill. I said, not true. I said, it's a VHS tape. Nobody uses VHS tapes anymore unless they're like on a shelf for a display. I'm like, nobody like fucking pops one in. No. And he's like, I said, and I looked at the guy, Chicken Wizard. I'm like, so you're not willing to negotiate? This was before we started hanging out at the convention, Chicken Wizard. And he's like, all right, Fears. He goes, I'll work with you. I said, yeah. I said, I'm not paying $40. No. And he was like, well, just give me an offer, Fears. I'm like, that's my offer. $5, $10. I said, I think that is I said, I'm not lowballing you. I said, VHS tape should be anywhere between $1 and $10. He's like, yeah, but Fears, this is fucking mint. I'm like, it's not mint. I should grab it right now and show you. It's not mint. It is in plastic. But I looked at the guy like he was nuts. I'm like, this is not mint. I see all these little scratches on it. It's not mint. I said, if it was in perfect condition, I mean, not a scrape, not a tear on it, then I'd probably pay $40. This had scrape marks and little tears on it everywhere. So I said, that's why I think it's a fair price, $5, $10. And he's like, Fears, I can't do it. And I was like, I'm like, this little bastard. Actually, I didn't say that. That's what I was thinking in my mind. This guy was a nice guy, but man, he was playing some hardball. I was like, all right. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm like, would you do 15? And he was like, I can do 15, Fears. I was like, yes. I'm like, we've moved from 40 to 15. That's always a good day. Because there was no way in God's green earth. Listen, I love Escape from New York, but I don't love it that much to pay $40. No. But I got it for 15. So yeah. So anyway. But I'll be honest, Chicken Wizard, I don't even think I should have paid that much. You know? So yeah. Let's see here. Chicken Wizard says, I'm sorry, Visions, buddy. We got your back. Absolutely. We got your back. Buddy, because Visions is a good guy. He's a good dude. He's a good friend. And he's a valued member of the community, my friends. And Visions, I'm sorry that your friend passed away. I did not know. You didn't tell me. So he says, that's why he died on Monday. Well, I'm very sorry for your loss. I was praying, though. But I know you told me that he was in a lot of pain. So the only good thing about it, just like how my dad, I'm glad that my dad is not in any pain anymore, because to watch my dad go through that much pain, it was probably one of the most hardest things I had to do. And I know you told me, Visions, that you were at the hospital with him, so I'm sure it was very hard for you to watch your friend go through that. So I'm definitely sorry for your loss, my friend. It doesn't matter who you lose, whether it's your mom, your dad, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, whoever. If that person means a lot to you, it's always a hard thing to go through. So I am sorry for your loss. I did not know that he passed away, my friend, but I will continue to pray for him and his family. Let's see. Chicken Wizard says the Escape from New York tape was an awesome find for you, buddy. It was! I could not believe it, Chicken Wizard. I was just like, this guy wants way too much for it. So, my bad, Visions. I hope I didn't make you mad, buddy. I had no idea that he passed away on Monday. So today's Thursday. But I haven't been in the Discord in a long time. I wish you would have told me, buddy. But I've been praying. For, let's see, I can't remember when I started praying. I started praying for him the minute you told me, Vision. So that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like when I was still on vacation. But I didn't put him on the prayer list until last Sunday. because that was the first day I was back to my Orlando church family. And I said, hey, you guys, I said, it's good to be back. And I told my whole church family about my like vacation and stuff. And then they were like, they have this thing called prayer concerns. Everybody stands up and says, oh, like, my mother's sick. Can you please put her on the prayer list? That's my prayer concern. So I just stood up. I just took a few moments. And this is pretty much what I said, Visions. I just stood up and said, hey, guys, I said, it's good to be back, in Orlando. And I said, I missed you guys. I've been on vacation. And they were like, oh, Fears, what happened? So I just kind of gave them like a 10-second version of my vacation. And I said, while I was on vacation, I said a good buddy of mine told me that his other buddy was not feeling well and he has cancer, and one thing has led to another. So I said I never got his name, but I said, can you just put a friend of mine's friend has cancer, and can you please pray for him? They're like, oh, absolutely, Fears. They did think it was a little odd that I didn't know his name. I said, he's not my friend. He's a friend of a friend. And I said, I'm sure he would have been my friend if I would have got to know him, but I said, my good buddy told me about it. They're like, yeah, we got it, Fears. And they're like, if you do find out his name, tell us. And I said, yeah, I will. But I said, just for now, just say it's a friend of a friend's. And they started praying right after church. So they had been praying for a while, and then I've been praying every day. So yeah. Anyway. Vision says, it's okay. That's life. Thanks for the positive thoughts. No worries. Right on, buddy. Hey, man. Anything I can do to help out a friend. And, like I said, now he's at peace. Because nobody, I wouldn't even want to see trolls have cancer at all. Because I wish somebody would finally find a cure for cancer. It's fucking bullshit, but they haven't found a cure yet. Anytime, like, I'm at a convention, or anytime, like, around, like, my dad's stuff, I always donate to all those charities that'll say, like, hey, donate $20 or $25 or $50 or whatever, in the hope that, I'm like, use that fucking money and come up with a cure for cancer, for God's sakes, I wish they would. I wish they would find one, But there it is. Still no cure, but I'm hopeful one day. I really am, They need to. Same thing with, like, leukemia. I feel so bad, like, whenever, like, friends or, like, family of friends are like, oh, man, like, my daughter has leukemia. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm really sorry to hear that. And, like, her daughter's, like, 6 or 7. I'm like, that is fucking bullshit. I'm like, no kid should have leukemia. They should be out at school, playing with their friends, hanging out. And now that little kid has to fucking deal with, like, leukemia and brain cancer and all that it's fucking horseshit, So, it's terrible. It really is. I didn't mean to get all mushy-gushy, but this stuff is on Fears' mind sometimes, All right, let's see. I've got 8 things so far. I need to come up with 2 more. Things that happen often in film. Marriage, death in movies, like if someone if someone dies in a film, or if somebody commits murder. Eating. They have a bunch of fake shit happen. Computer talking. Let's see here. Exercise. Oh, they travel. They travel a lot. They travel a lot in movies. Travel. And then, let's see. And then they do watch movies inside movies. So, watching movies. So, big shout out to my friend Sean for giving that that suggestion. All right, there it is. Also, Fears wants to hear from you guys. Fears cares about you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, Fears wants to hear from you. So send all of your fan mail to this address, this lovely address. And if you can't write it down this quickly, not to worry, my friends. It's always in every single live stream, every single video that I upload in the description. So send Fears some fan mail, and I will definitely respond either in a live stream or a video. Yeah! Woohoo! There it is. Anyway. Alright. let's get to some reviews. I'm going to start with Burning. Chicken Wizard, have you ever seen this? I think Visions, I think you suggested this one, and I think this one's on the list. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's on the list. Man, was this movie a bloody? It was bloody. Let's see. Did I write Burning down? Burning. Give me 1 second here. And the funny thing about the trip is, Chicken Wizard, I did not find one movie that was on this list. I think this one may be the only one. If I wrote it down on the list, which I don't know if I did. So if I did write, this is probably the only one. But I spent hours. When you guys watched the vlog, Fears did not go to vintage stock, not once. I went once, twice. I think I went 4 times in the vlog. It was either 3 or 4 times, I can't remember, but I bought a lot of movies. So I found a lot of new gems. I just didn't find a bunch of the old ones. So let me look real quick for Burning. Like, I still need to watch this one that Jason was telling me, fucking Microwave Massacre, where like they cook somebody's head or something, like in a fucking microwave, and then like make a salami sandwich, or I don't know, some shit. And I was like, Jason, what the fuck are you watching, man? So I think it was on this. All right, so it wasn't on this side. I guess it wasn't on. No. So I was right. I didn't find one on the list, because I brought this with me on my trip. I always do. Whenever I go to FYE, or whenever I go to vintage stock, I always bring the list with me. And then the guy in the, I always go to the FYE either in the Alimenti Mall, and he's like, Fears? He goes, these are super old. I'm like, yeah, but you have a bunch of super old shit. And he's like, not that old, Fears. I said, well, you know me. I said, I always bring the list just in case. And he's like, yeah, every once in a while. So I didn't find one on the list, but that's all right. Let's see. Chicken Wizard said, I watched the Mega Haul. It was epic, buddy. It was. I bought a lot of shit. A little bit too much. Like, when I got back home, my mom texted me. I don't like to lie to my mom, so I didn't tell her the exact amount I spent. I spent a lot on the trip. Let's just put it this way. I spent over $1,000. Over. I bought a bunch of spending money because I saved up all year. I brought $2,000 worth of spending money. I didn't spend it all, Chicken Wizard, but let's just put it this way. When I got back home, my mom's like, John, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. And I was like, yeah, what's up, Mom? And she goes, I'm just curious how much you spend on, like, nerd stuff at the convention. I said, practically nothing at the convention. I said I bought, like, a little, like, Captain Planet figure. I got a whole bunch of free stickers and shit. And I said, then I bought Escape from New York. And my mom was like, oh, you've been looking for that for a while. I said, yeah, on VHS. I said they wanted too much on eBay. People are nuts on eBay. Oh, yeah, $84 for a mint condition VHS tape. I'm like, you are smoking crack if you think Fears is going to pay $84. But I said, Mom, I got it on the cheap. And then she's like, do I want to know how much you spent, Fears? Well, she didn't call me Fears. She said, John, I'm just curious. She goes, do I even want to know how much you spent on movies? And I was like, not really. So between that little Slimer figure and movies, and then to ship it, it was around $1,000. But it was well worth it because I found a lot of gems. So I know some people would think I'm crazy, but I found a lot of kick-ass movies, man. Case in point. So I agree, Chicken Wizard. The haul was quite mega. I just couldn't believe that I had to mail all that shit to myself. My mom looked at me and said, yeah, you could probably fit it all in your bag. I was like, Mom, there's no way. There's no way. And that was like halfway through the week. I said, we're not even done. I said, I've only been here a week, Mom. I said, I got a whole other week to go. And she's like, yeah. She's like, she's like, you don't think you can fit it all in there? I was like, no. I said, there's no way. I said, I'll try. And so I tried, and I was like, this ain't going to happen. So I said, I'll just mail it. So yeah. Anyway. Vision says, it's been several years since I've watched The Burning. But yeah, it's great. It was great. I'll say this, though. You got to have a strong stomach. It is bloody. Way more bloodier than any Friday the 13th movie I've watched. More bloody than Freddy. It wasn't as bloody as, like, Hostel. The difference between Burning and Hostel is Hostel makes it look super real. That's why I can't sit through a movie like that, because, like, in Burning, it looks all fake, kind of cheesy, like, classic Tom Savini shit. And I'm like, oh, well, that looks fake, But in Hostel, I was like, oh, shit, oh, God, because it looks that real, and it was making my stomach cringe. I was like, I can't watch this fucking shit. But very good. Very good. Let's see. I also love The Burning. People always say it's a ripoff of Friday the 13th. Not true. Not true. It's a completely other story. It is a good slasher in its own right. I agree, Chicken Wizard. The only thing that this one copies, like, a tiny bit is where it's set. It's set at a camp. It's not Camp Crystal Lake, but it's set at a camp. But that's about it. Everything else about it is, like, totally different. So, I had never seen it. So, I started watching the bonus features, and then Tom Savini, literally, if you buy this, Tom Savini says, if you haven't watched this film, stop right now and watch the movie, because if you continue to watch the bonus features, it'll ruin the movie. A lot of spoilers in the behind the scenes. And I went, okay. So I stopped, and then I watched the movie. Sometimes I like to watch the bonus features first, because I love how movies are made. That's why I went to film school. I love all the outtakes. I love how they shoot movies. I love the acting and the directing and the locations and how they shot it and all that shit. So I stopped, and then I got myself a soda, and then I continued, and then I watched the feature film. So if you guys have never seen it, a 10-second version. It takes place at a camp, and this guy, I think you pronounce his name Crosby. He's like this. They make him out to be this horrible guy, but I mean, I don't think he's that horrible. You don't really know a lot of backstory about him. Just the counselors and the campers are like, this guy is fucking terrible. He's always like waking us up at the crack of dawn. He's this, he's a drunk, he's this, he's that. We're going to get him back. We're going to prank him. So they prank him, and their prank goes horribly wrong. He gets caught on fire, and then one thing leads to another. And then first it's just his legs that catch on fire. Then his whole body catches on fire, and oh man. So then it's like, I can't remember how many years later is it, Chicken Wizard, when he comes back? Is it like 10 years later, 5 years later? And the only thing I didn't agree with is, yes, I believe the counselors should have got killed, because mostly it was counselors that pulled that prank on him. But when he comes back after like 9 or 10 years, he just kills a bunch of random campers. I'm like, they had nothing to do with it. But I guess he just wanted revenge on the entire camp for setting him on fire. The only person that is from his past is the main, like, counselor guy. The guy that has real suave hair, and he's like, kind of like a ladies' man. He's like, yeah, let's make out in the woods, Let's do some pot, man. And some drinking and booze and sex, Yeah, all right, And he's like this Mr. Suave guy, So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was brutal, though. He does like those garden shears. Oh, yeah. The hedge clippers is one of the coolest slasher weapons in a horror movie. This is true. I had never seen anyone got killed by hedge clippers. But man, he loved the hedge clippers. I think almost every death, not every death, but almost every death is some way, somehow with the hedge clippers. My favorite death has got to be the raft scene. So if you guys have not seen this movie, stop watching Fears right now. They're going for help. He's laid down in the canoe. They get to the canoe with the raft. They're paddling away. All of a sudden, you just see a facade of him, like the sun. So you never see his face until the very end. And he goes like that, and he makes some horrible noise, like ah, like that. Jumps up and just starts slicing and dicing. There's like 9 campers on this raft. One guy gets his fingers chopped off and his like forehead slashed with the. I'd say my favorite kill was the guy. He's like ah, and like he gets his fingers slashed, and then he gets it like in his gut. That guy. And Chicken Wizard. I don't know if you know this. I rewound it. I paused on that kid's face. That is Fisher Stevens. That guy that plays the Indian guy out of Short Circuit, and he played Iggy out of the live-action Mario Brothers. He's just super young in it. He's like, I don't know, 17, 18, something like that. And I was like, oh shit, that is Fisher Stevens. And I was like, oh wow. So that's my favorite death. And my favorite scene. It's brutal though. You got to have a strong stomach. A few of the deaths, I was like, oh, I was kind of watching through my fingers, but I got through it. But it was good. I enjoyed it. 9 out of 10. The only reason why I gave it a 9 out of 10 is they like kill off the killer. I'm like, this is warranted of a sequel, my friends. Should have had a sequel. And there's no sequel because if no one's ever seen the ending, I'd say the ending, how they kill Crosby at the end, it is an epic death, an epic kill. And they kill him a couple of times. They set him on fire. A bunch of other shit happens, you know. But I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't seen it. But epic death at the end. But I was like, well, there's no way he can come back now. I'm like, they should have had it open for a sequel. I think it warrants a sequel. It's that good. There was another guy. I don't know if you've seen the Police Academy movies, but you know the young nerdy guy with the black curly hair that survives at the end with the big camp counselor dude, the suave guy. I paused it and I was like, holy shit, that nerdy guy that survives was in Police Academy 4. He just looks super young. He must have done Burning before he did Police Academy 4. Like in Police Academy 4, he looks like he's 30, 31, and in Burning, he looks like he's, I don't know, 17 or 18, you know? So, there was 2 people. I don't recall the actor's name. This guy right here. That guy right there was in Police Academy 4. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, I've seen that face. I'm like, and I had to really think, and I was like, what other movie? I guess he didn't act much because I've only seen him in, well, now The Burning, and up until The Burning, I had only seen him act in Police Academy 4. So he was in those 2 movies, I know for sure, but I'm sure he was in other movies. But as soon as I saw his face, I was like, I've seen him. I know he's been in another film. And then it finally clicked. I was like, oh shit, Police Academy 4. He plays like a nerdy, like, skateboarder in Police Academy 4, and he almost goes to jail, and then Officer Mahoney's like, yeah, he's one of my buddies. Like, let's put him in the OC, that little program they do in Police Academy 4 or whatever. So that was a shock too. So I'd say the raft scene is the most epic death in the whole movie. That's my first scene I like. And then the ending. How they finally kill Crosby off. It's brutal, though. So, is it a good film? Does Fears recommend it? Oh, yeah. I do recommend it. But you just got to have a strong stomach. Because it is hellacious, my friends. Oh, yeah. But I definitely will be rewatching it when Halloween comes around. Oh, yeah. All right. Next on the list, The Menu. It was good. It's a very weird movie. You know, it's like half a comedy, half a horror movie, and the chef is like a world-famous chef. I don't understand why he wants to die, but he's planned to kill himself and to kill everyone that has kind of like mocked his career or that has done something terrible, horrible. Like, so he has a very exclusive restaurant that's located on an island that he owns, and he lives on the island, he works on the island, and you have to have a lot of moolah to come to his restaurant. And the only person that knows that they're going to die is the chef, this guy right here, this guy, because this guy has been corresponding with the chef, and he wants to die because he loves food and he's tried to be a chef, but he's not good enough to be a chef. And I guess he gets real depressed, and he's like, well, I'll just fucking I'll go out of here with a blaze of thunder, and I'll just die at my favorite chef's restaurant. But everybody else that goes to the restaurant has no idea that the chef is planning to kill him, because he plans out the entire night and says, well, the reason why all these other people are going to die is because they've done either something horrible in their lifetime or they've done something horrible to me. And since I'm going to die, I'm just going to take all these bad motherfuckers with me. So he's the only one that's not done something bad, you know. He just asked Chef, I'll never be as good as you. I've been trying to be a chef, and I can't live up to your potential, and I'm real sad, and I think I should just go out with a blaze of glory, you know. The only bad thing that this guy does is he invites this woman, because he did have a date, and his date canceled on him. So what does he do? He hires a, what's a nice way to say it? A woman of the night. I think you know where I'm going with this. A woman that accepts cash for something else. I think you know. I don't want to say it on camera, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So she's kind of an innocent bystander. Then she finds out, oh shit, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill everybody in this restaurant. And all hell is breaking loose in this fucking restaurant. So it is funny. It is funny. And it's kind of sad, you know, because he wants to be a good chef. And he dies in a crazy way. So does everybody else. I'm not going to spoil how everybody dies at the end. The only one that makes it is this lady right here. So if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you the end. But how everyone else dies at the end is probably my favorite scene. My other favorite scene is when she finds out a way to escape. She gets up and she goes, I don't like your fucking food. And then he's like, excuse me? And she goes, I don't like your food. I want to send it back. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. What about my food do you not like? And she's like, well, first of all, you've taken all the fun out of eating. There's no love in your food. And you've bored me, and I'm still fucking starving. And he's like, you're still hungry? And she goes, starved. And he's like, well, what are you hungry for? And then she's like, what do you have? And he's like, I've got everything. This kitchen is fully stocked. And she goes, do you know what I really fucking want? And he's like, tell me. And she goes, I want a cheeseburger. And he goes, not some epic creation of a cheeseburger that you think is like epic and you have to put like little decorations and flowers on it and shit. She goes, a real, original, good, hearty fucking cheeseburger. And then he goes, well, we can do a cheeseburger. And then that's when she says, not some like epic creation with flowers and you want to make an art project, a real cheeseburger. And he goes, no, I'll make you a real traditional cheeseburger. And he goes, I'll make you the first cheeseburger you ever ate. He goes, the cheeseburger that your parents could barely afford to buy you. And then she's like, show me. And so he does. And the reason why he lets her go is in the past, before he became a massive chef, he started working at like a burger joint, and that was one of the first few things that he cooked. So that's why he likes her attention to detail. She eats the cheeseburger. She takes a bite of it and she goes, now that's a good cheeseburger. And he goes, yeah, it really is. And then she pays him and she's like, can I get this to go? And then he's like, give me one moment. He goes away. He boxes up her cheeseburger, and then he goes, thank you for dining at my restaurant. She goes, how much will that set me back? And he's like, $9.95. She gives him a 10, and then she tips him. Why? I don't know, because he's going to die anyway at the end, and everybody else. And then he goes, here's a gift bag. And so she leaves, and so she's the only one that lives. So it's not a horror movie. It's a very dark comedy with horror aspects. So it's a horror comedy, is basically. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, though. 9 out of 10. Pretty good. So, yeah. Oh, no, she didn't. How dare you, Cameo Man? How dare you? See, that's why Cameo Man just retracted it. Oh, unbelievable. F for presentation, Cameo Man. We're friends. How could you say that? She says, Cameo Man says that she threw the cheeseburger away and ate Emo's. Well, I'll give you this. I will admit, Cameo Man, that Emo's is the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. But I would have liked to have tried that cheeseburger because the way it looked in the movie, it looked like the most scrumptious cheeseburger of all time. So, yeah. So, I'll give you that, Cameo Man. If she is going to throw it away, at least she threw it away for a good reason. Get on some Emo's pizza, my friend. Oh, yeah. Randall, I was just about to call you. I'm going to call Randall on Facebook. Come on, Randall. Even you would have to admit, the cheeseburger that he makes her at the end it looks bloody fantastic. It looks fantastic. But if I had the option to throw away a cheeseburger and get some Emo's, I would have done that too. My friend. Because Emo's is probably the best pizza I've ever had in my life. Yeah, oh yeah, it had extra cheese on it. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm calling Randall. That son of a bitch! Emo's Pizza, Randall! Emo's Pizza. I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. I'm just joshing you, Randall. Randall, you better pick up that fucking phone, man. Randall.
Hello.
Randall, you would throw a perfectly good cheeseburger away for some Emo's? Guess what? I would too. Because Emo's is the best, man. I'm telling you. You still have not eaten it, Randall. You still have not eaten it.
We went there last time. We went there the first time I came over there.
No, Emo's. You've never had Emo's Pizza.
No, we've gone to Emo's. We've gotten pizza before, and I said it was great.
You've never went to St. Louis Emo's Pizza, Randall.
Not St. Louis.
Yeah, it's only located.
We went in where you live.
Randall, you've never been to St. Louis with me.
No, I'm talking about we went to where you live right now.
Oh yeah, we had pizza here, but you've never.
I never said I had pizza in St. Louis. I said I went to Emo's Pizza with you when I came over to your house. I'm not going to say where you live because I don't want the trolls to know where you live.
No, but what I'm saying is I've never shipped Emo's Pizza from St. Louis here because it's only located in two.
Then where was the pizza place we went to when I went over to your city?
Flippers.
Oh, okay.
Flippers Pizza, because Emo's Pizza is only located. Now they have some locations in Illinois. It used to only be in Missouri.
Well, there's an Emo's Pizza in Daytona. You want to go?
There's no way that's true, Randall. Because if that was true, I'd be like, I'm hopping in the car this weekend and I'm coming over there. Oh, yeah. No, Randall, I'm telling you. not many people in the communities had Emo's Pizza. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. You have someday take you and your mom to downtown St. Louis. Emo's Pizza is the way to go, man. If you ever come, like if one day you want to come and hang out with me in Missouri and come on a trip with me, I'll take you to Emo's, man. It is so good. It's epic. It's epic. Randall, I'm actually feeling a lot better because remember I called you about 2 days ago, and me and Randall were supposed to hang out this week, guys. I'm not going to say what day, but I feel way better, Randall. I told the fans it was a mixture of two things. It was a random Crohn's attack, but mainly it was a massive headache. It was more of a massive headache than a stomachache, but it was a mixture of what? Randall just said, fuck Emo's Pizza. Oh my God. How dare you, Randall? How dare you?
I didn't say fuck Emo's Pizza.
You said F Emo's Pizza.
Yeah, I meant to type something else.
Yeah, right. You're so full of crap, Randall. For shame! For shame, Randall. No,
I meant to type famous Emo's Pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You are great, Randall. I love it. So, Randall, how you been?
Pretty good. What have you been up to?
Well, trying not to die because of a Crohn's attack. Yeah. No, I'll be honest. It was a mixture of both. I had more of a headache, and then so the headache started first. So I took some Tylenol. Then the headache wouldn't go away, and then the other day, I barely ate anything. So I think it was just a random Crohn's attack because I was like, I didn't eat anything that has milk products in it, and all of a sudden my stomach started killing me. And then I woke up today, and I was like, thank God it's gone. So I'm sorry that we couldn't hang out this weekend, but you said it's okay because you said you were quite busy this week and this weekend. So, yeah, we'll definitely hang out next week or next weekend, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm back to 100% now, but, man, I envy anyone that doesn't have to put up with a Crohn's attack. But at least I didn't miss any work. I didn't miss anything. I just kind of suffered through. I just suffered through the pain, and I was like, all right, just suck it up, Fears. But yeah. So what else?
How's your mom?
The what?
How's your mom?
She's good. She's good. It was really my mom really loved her surprise birthday. I'll be honest, I haven't seen my mom that happy in quite a long time.
Yep. And
oh my God, Randall, she didn't even need any birthday presents, but she got well over $250 just in birthday cards. So
me and my mom went out to the art shop today, and we got some art supplies.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And you know, the place that we went to has really screaming deals on sketch pads. You know, you got an Office Max and you can get a 12x8 sketch pad for like $20.
So did you buy it?
This place was selling them for like $12 and $13. So
did you
like almost $8 off?
Did you buy it for your mom to do some sketches, or for both of you guys to draw?
For neither. I got it for me to draw.
Oh, okay. I thought
he doesn't sketch anymore.
Okay. Well, you said you and your mom, so I thought, oh, maybe Randall bought something for her mom. Anyway. I should have asked that first. I should have asked who the art supplies was for, so I apologize, my friend.
Well, she got some art supplies for herself, but it wasn't sketch pads.
Oh, what did she get?
Just some beads.
Nice. So what have you been drawing, Randall? What have you been sketching?
Nothing. I used the sketch pads to make notes and stuff. I don't like lines on the paper, so I get sketch pads.
Oh yeah, without so you don't like stuff like this with the lines on it.
Not for. I'm taking comedy notes. I'm gonna get back into comedy. There's this one place that
nice.
They say you can win $75 if you're the lead comic, if you're the best. And you know, I saved these notes. They were scorecards. There's this one place in Daytona where you could do comedy, and like 4 judges would score you, and they would rate you on a scale of 1 to 10. And and they said Randy, starting out at the beginning of your career, you were getting 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
But now you're getting 8s and 9s. And I was like, if I would have kept with that, I'd probably be a famous comedian by now.
Randall, forgive me. I always forget what that street is called. It's right before, you know how you go over to the bridge, and you go over the bridge and then there's the beach. Yeah. What's that famous street before the bridge?
Beach Street.
Beach Street. That place is so much fun. I've went there twice with you now.
Yep.
And we were going to go a third time the last time I was in town, but remember they had like that flea market or something that was just cram-packed full of people? And that's why we decided not to go last time, but I don't know, they were having some festival there or something, but I would love to go back to that magic shop the first time you took me, because Beach Street is so much fun. If you guys have ever went to Beach Street, when you're in Daytona, definitely check it out. So, yeah. Plus that restaurant that we went to, Randall, on the pier. Everyone loved that vlog. And the food was really good. The view was spectacular.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. The woman takes the photo and she gives it to you, and you're like, "Oh, thank you very much." And she just stays there, and I'm like,
"Yeah, she ripped me off. She ripped me off. I thought it was for free." And then you look at me and go, "Fears, nothing is for free." And I was like, that fucking...
I said, my exact words is, she wants you to pay her fears.
Yeah, and so then it clicked, and I was like, that fucking bitch. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'll pay you the $10.
Everybody gets their picture taken there, but,
But see, we were just chatting, and so we were in the middle of a discussion, and I was trying to, think of what I'm going to order, and then she comes up, "Oh, picture?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I didn't think you had to pay for it, but then when she was like... and she barely spoke, any English. I mean, she spoke a little bit. She's like, picture, money, money. And then I was like, then I knew what was going on. I was like, oh, I'm like, okay. Well, at least it wasn't, $30 or $40. I think, how much was it? It was I think I paid, 10 or $15 for the photo.
It was 20.
Oh, was it? Okay. Even 20. 20's not that bad. If she would have said 40 or 50, I would have been like, hell no. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least I haven't framed it yet, Randall, but it's a good picture of you and me, and we hadn't took a big photo together in quite a while. So I am going to frame it somewhere and put it in my house. So
let's see it.
It's I think it's in the other room.
Oh, okay.
So I put it in a drawer. So until I get it framed, I'm going to keep it in the drawer. But whenever you come over next weekend, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what else you been working on?
I've been working on my comedy. I'm reading this book about stand-up comedy, and I'm just trying to... Yeah? I've got a few bits. I've got a few magic bits. I've got a few bits on the Alkalite.
Nice.
I've got a few bits on, my childhood experiences.
And you've been... I think when I was on vacation, you said you were writing on some script, right? Or did you finish that?
No, I haven't started it yet. He hasn't contacted me back yet.
Okay. Got it. Well... I thought
this guy he lives in Australia, so what's daytime over here is the middle of nighttime over there.
Randall.
So it's kind of going back and forth. What?
Do you know who also is from Australia? A famous person from the community is from Australia.
Australia or New Zealand?
Australia. Now fuck the guy in New Zealand. He's an asshole. No. This person is an actual good person. Who is a famous person in our community that's from Australia?
Oh, I know this.
Yes.
He made your intros.
Well, Caleb and his mom is from Australia. Somebody else.
Somebody from Australia?
Yeah, I cannot believe you don't remember this person. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
The great Timmy MC. Timmy MC.
Timmy MC is from Australia?
Apparently. That's what Timmy claims. We don't know if Timmy is a man or a woman. I don't think we'll ever find out, but Timmy MC. Timmy MC. So, yeah. And we always put Timmy MC in every single cartoon. Somewhere.
Yeah, I at the last minute I had to drop D-Man in the cartoon.
In number 5?
The one that I did, yeah.
Where did you put Timmy MC in?
I don't remember.
I know.
I wasn't the one who said we put him in every episode.
Well, we have. Up to this point, we have. Yeah. Because Timmy MC is in the back run of number 1, as Fears Man goes for his job job interview.
Actually, Timmy MC is technically in the cartoon. He's in one of the filing cabinets, hiding. We don't see him, but if you see a filing cabinet, he's in there.
Well, no, Timmy's been. So I guess Timmy has not been in the number 5. I know.
Yeah.
I know D-Man has been in every single one.
Yeah.
I think we just forgot to put Timmy in number 5. We were running out of time because I really wanted to get it out. So.
Yeah.
So Timmy in number 6 will have to make her triumphant return.
Yeah.
So yeah. Which, by the way, it's okay if I tell the fans now. I've kind of hinted at it a little bit, but to make things go faster, I've told the fans that we're only going to do like the New Adventures of Fierce Man. I don't care how long the Cameo Man cartoons are because it's your creation, but in order for Fierce Man to get out faster, we're going to do anywhere from 4 to 5 minute cartoons.
Uh-huh.
And Randall said, well, Fears, I'm going to actually, because I've paid you a couple times in the past, but usually it's like if I take you out to dinner or food or something like that. This time, you guys, I want to get Fears Man 6 out, lickety split, so I am paying Randall some actual moolah, some actual dollars.
All right.
So, and Randall, you know this is true, because I've talked about it with you.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't paid Randall yet, but whenever Randall comes over next week, I'm going to pay Randall. So the next 3 projects that me and Randall are going to work on is Randall. Randall, you always have made really good intro videos for Fears Man 26 and Fears Luck. So I'm going to pay Randall just to do like a good.
Do you have an idea of what you want right now?
I kind of do, but I'm not going to tell you until you come over.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about if I call you?
You can call me. Yeah. So, but I also like to leave it up a little bit what I want, and then you usually work really good, Randall, if I let you go off and create something on your own. Because a few times I've just gave you like a 2-second like little idea, and then you come back and go, Fears, I couldn't do that idea, so do you mind if I just make an intro by myself? And I was like, so some of your best Fears Man intros, like one of the best ones you ever made, I didn't tell you to do a time lapse, but you sat there and you come in, you sit down, and then there's your whiteboard, and then you wrote Fears Man 26 in a time lapse, and I've used that so many times in Fears Man vlogs and Fears Man videos and shit. And I was like, I didn't tell Randall to do that. That's perfect. But I have a little bit of an idea. But if my little idea doesn't work, then just go nuts and just make me a new Fears Man 26 intro and make me a new Fears vlogs intro. You know, because you usually are really good at creating shit like on the fly. Like I've never told Randall, hey, do the Healthy Pizza Shop commercial. All of a sudden Randall called me one day. I was like, hey, Fears, do you want your mind to be blown? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I uploaded something and I put it on Randall, what's that thing on YouTube where only me and you can see it? I always forget.
Unlisted.
Unlisted. And he's like, tell me if you like this, Fears, before I make it public. I watched it and I was like, holy shit, Randall, the Healthy Pizza Shop now has a commercial. And he's like, do you like it? I was like, yeah, like this is fucking hilarious. I loved it. So I love when Randall just, you know, makes something off the top of his head, you know. But every once in a while you take my ideas, and every once in a while you take my ideas with Cameo Man. But I'm looking forward to next week, because next week I told Randall we are going to hang out. I want to do something fun, Randall, whether it's we go bowling, because we haven't done anything fun in a while, you know, because you've been busy, I've been busy. Either I want to go, like, do something inside, or maybe I thought about taking you to that Desertland park with all the movie cars, how I took Matt. I mean, not Matt, Sam. Or, like, maybe bowling or miniature golf, something. Something inside so we don't sweat our ass off. And then I was like, well, obviously me and Randall are going to get hungry, so we'll go get something to eat. But then I'm also looking forward to, I definitely want to start either one or both. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we can start working on the storyboards for Fears Man 6 or the script. And then I'll pay you the money for Fears Man 6 next week. So I'm really looking forward to it. because we haven't wrote any ideas, Randall, in a while in the Fears Man script book. In a minute.
You should use ChatGPT. It's great.
The what?
You should use ChatGPT. It's great.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's artificial intelligence.
Oh shit. What if artificial intelligence took over Fears Man's mind and just made him crones all over St. Louis, Missouri?
Regular intelligence took over Fears Man's mind.
That's very funny, Randall. Why don't you go fuck yourself? I'm just joking, Randall. That was actually funny. That was funny. See, that was good. I didn't see that coming, Randall. You're like, what if Fears Man had some actual intelligence? How about that shit, Fears? And I was like, oh, you're funny, Randall. You're quite clever. Bump bump. Randall, contrary from all those idiot trolls, Fears is actually a very smart individual. You know.
Oh yes, yes.
You know. Oh, the newest one, I told Visions and I told Chicken Wizard. I don't know who made this up, but I haven't been in the Discord in a couple of days. I go in there the other day. That was the first time in 2 days. And apparently I don't know who Al Pacino is, and I don't know how to say Al Pacino's name, and I've never seen a film. And I was like, where do they get these stupid fucking rumors? I will admit, Randall, I told all the fans, I said, I'm not lying. I said, I haven't watched many of Al Pacino's films, but I've seen 2 or 3, and I said, you say his name, Al Pacino, that's how you fucking say his name, and I said, I know who he is, he's a famous actor, he's done almost 50 movies. I looked it up, Randall, so far he's done 49 films in his career. So I was like, I don't get where they get this stupid shit from. I was like, I know who he is, I'll be honest, I should, because I'm a big movie buff, I should have watched more of his films. But the main 3 that I've watched Dick Tracy. He's in Dick Tracy, all of that. I've watched most of Scarface. I haven't watched it all. And I've only seen a little bit of The Godfather Part 1. I know he's in all 3.
Yeah.
And I need to sit down and watch those. But I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, I know who the fuck Al Pacino is.
Uh-huh.
Again, I don't know where they come up with this stupid shit, but I was like, okay, I'm like, that's a new one on me, buddy. You know
who Sean Connery is?
I do. He's on my wall, Randall. Randall, do you know? Did I tell you this?
Get up your wall, Fears. He's a human being.
I know he's a human being, but he's the best James Bond, and that's why I have him on my fucking wall.
No, heresy. Timothy Dalton is the best James
Bond. Bullshit, Randall. Timothy
Dalton.
No. Randall, I would use fucking Timothy Dalton as goddamn tissue paper and wipe my ass with it.
Yeah.
He sucks as James Bond. The 2 best Bonds, in my opinion, are Sean Connery first, and then, what's that other guy's name?
Alf Pacino?
No. That's hilarious, Randall. The guy that was in Moonraker, what's his name?
Jaws.
Jaws was in it. Who's the actor's name that plays Bond in Moonraker?
I think it was Lance Henriksen.
No, it wasn't, Randall. What's his name? I can't think of his fucking name now.
Reggie White.
No, hang on, let me look it up. Randall's just spewing out classic names. Yeah, what about John Wayne? What about, Harrison Ford? Actor in Moonraker. Which, by the way, that's one of my favorite James Bond, and I can't believe I don't remember the actor's name. Roger Moore. Roger Moore, excuse me. So, I think the 2 best Bonds are Sean Connery first, then Roger Moore. And if I had to pick a 3rd one, I genuinely believe that Daniel Craig did such a great job.
Timothy Dalton all the way.
He is crap. Listen, I'm one of your best buddies. I wouldn't lie about it. He's okay as Bond, but it's all about Sean Connery and Roger Moore, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Randall, that's why we're friends, and friends can have their own opinions. So if you like Timothy Dalton, by God, go for it. But he's not my first pick. He's not Fears' first pick, though. So yeah, I definitely cannot wait to get on a writing sesh, man. So we'll try to bust out the script, and I definitely want to come up with some more ideas. Because Randall, the last time you were in town, we came up with tons of ideas, and I kept them all in that Fierce Man, that little black book. We came up with like the Crohn's-O-Manic, the Crohn's bomb. We came up with the Fierce Man having a family like from a distant planet or some shit. I can't remember what we.
All right, Timothy Dalton and George Lansby are my two picks. Yeah.
Crap, garbage, such crap, horrible.
Yeah,
I can't. We had so many good ideas in that book, Randall. We find out that Helena didn't actually die, like on Chronopolis. I mean, we wrote all that shit down. So I don't know if we'll get to every single idea in that book, but whenever me and Randall are slacking for an idea, that's why I was like, Randall, we'll just go.
I'm never slacking for an idea.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we're slacking for an idea in the script, I'm like, Randall, let's just go to the Fierce Man Bible and just grab one out, grab an idea out of there. But essentially the next...
Praise be to Fierce Man.
The what?
I said praise be to Fierce Man.
This is true. This is very true. This is very true. Listen, you know how, like, Cameo Man is very near and dear to your heart, Randall? Fierce Man will always be near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
But I will say, I really enjoy voicing Cody. It's a great acting gig, and I've added different layers to Cody, and it was cool to see Mike play Cody for once, because I was like, I need another voice in Fierce Man, and
Michael Pruitt?
No, Michael Boer, my buddy. He's been dying to be in one of my projects. He's like, Fears, we haven't done a short film in a while. I haven't worked on a project. I understand because Mike has got a busier life than me. He's like, Fears, I got married. Now I have 2 children. I've got a job. And I was like, I get it, Mike. He goes, but man, I miss, like, making projects and shit with you. And I was like, well, I'm like...
Does Jason Pruitt want to be in it?
His name isn't Jason, Randall.
I mean, no, what is it?
You mean Jonathan?
Yeah, Jonathan Pruitt.
That's his middle name. I'm not going to tell everybody his last name. Jonathan would love to be in one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
that'd be cool.
Randall, I hate to say it, I already told Visions, I told everybody else, Jonathan is so good at bowling. Let's put it this way. I didn't win at Ultimate Bowling Guys Night, but at least I got a better score this time. The only reason why I got a bad score when I was with that chick is, one, she was fucking terrible, and she had the most shittiest attitude, and I was nervous because that was my first date, like, in 4 years or whatever.
She was probably just playing around with you.
She was not playing around, Randall. She was fucking god-awful. Like, Creature from the Black Lagoon plus fucking 90.
Oh, dang.
She was literally
You just gotta learn the subtle art of small talk, Piers. The subtle art of
I know small talk. It had nothing to do with small talk. She had the most shittiest attitude of the fucking century, Randall.
Oh,
and she was super competitive. I looked at her, I'm like, bitch, it's just a game. Who cares? We're bowling just to have fun and get to know each other. She's like, oh no, I am determined. I'm going to fucking win this, and I'm going to destroy you, Fears, and I'll fucking crumble your little fucking life into ashes. And I'm like, wow, okay, all right.
She actually said that?
She said a version of that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that direct line. But I was like, okay, I've had enough. I'm done with this bitch. I'm out of here. Now, of course, I'm a gentleman. I didn't say that to her. That's what I was thinking, though. I was like, I've had enough. I'm out of here. This is the worst day I've ever been on in my entire... The
worst one?
It was the worst day I've ever been on so far, Randall, in my entire life. It was god-awful. And it sucks that my first date in 5 years was horrible.
But she was a beautiful woman. She was.
I'll give her that. She was beautiful. But she was a super evil mega bitch from the 9th dimension. I don't know what the fuck was going on with her.
Which dimension?
From the 5th dimension, Randall.
The 5th dimension.
Yeah.
Maybe I should write Buckaroo Banzai 2. Buckaroo Banzai against the World Crime League.
Do it, Randall. Do it.
Yeah.
That would be a film I'd love.
Nobody else is fucking writing it. That movie is...
Do it.
That was a cliffhanger back in the 80s, and they never got around to it.
Randall, a new one that I'm going to watch is, have you ever heard of this movie called Laser Blast? My friend Sean was like, Fierce, you love all these cheesy movies. He goes, have you ever seen Laser Blast? I had no idea what the fuck he was on about. So,
well, actually, I have a friend. His name is Jack. I used to go out picking up chicks with him.
Yeah.
I think his old YouTube channel used to be called Laser Blast because he was a fan of that movie.
So have you seen it though? I've never seen it. Vision said
I've seen bits and pieces, little bits and bops here and
little
there.
bits. Wow, Randall, you're using all the Fears terminology. Little bits and bobs, little bits and pieces. Very good, my friend. I've never seen a single frame of it. My friend Sean.
It looked cheesy as fuck.
Is it cheesy as fuck?
70s Neil Breen movie.
Like, is it a little cheesy or is it fucking over the top cheesy?
Over the top cheesy.
Oh God, here we go. Oh man. Because I like a little cheese.
There's like stop motion dinosaurs in it and everything.
Oh my God. All right, well.
And I think the dinosaurs shoot lasers or something like that.
Well, I mean, that would make sense. Laser blast, lasers, so. If it's too cheesy, I don't know if it'll make the list, but I'm going to watch the trailer before I end it tonight, and we'll have a look-see. But, oh wow. Does it make any sense whatsoever, Randall, the film?
I don't know. I just saw like 4 or 5 minutes of it, and I was like, I'm done.
Well, my friend Sean was obsessing over it. He was like, Fears, you love all these cheesy horror movies, all these... I said, it's not just horror. I love sci-fi cheese. I love comedies that are cheesy. I said, and he goes, yeah, but Fears, how much cheese do you like?
You need to watch Phantom of the Paradise. You'll like that one.
Well, I did like Phantom of the Mall, Randall. That was spectacular. That was spectacular. The best...
Phantom of the Paradise is like a disco version of like Phantom of the Opera. It's pretty
okay.
cool.
All right. Well, it's on the list, so if I find it, I'm definitely watching it. Have you ever seen Phantom of the Mall, Randall? Oh my God, it was spectacular.
No.
Oh, the best death is where he's like, "You fucking bitch," and like he launches this. Her name's Barbara. She's a famous actress. I don't remember her last name. It's Barbara something, and she plays like.
Barbara Stanwyck.
Maybe it was her. She was like a model, and she had long, flowing, blonde, like, hair. When you come over, Randall...
long, flowing hippie hair?
Not hippie hair. I mean, it was long, flowing, blonde, like, 80s hair. It was all, like, real poofy, like in a perm and shit, like 80s style. And at first you think that she's, like, a nice woman in the film, and then she turns out to be evil, and then the Phantom guy's like, "You fucking bitch!" Grabs her, like, puts her over his head, launches her through a fucking window. She, like, flies, like, through the air 4 stories down and hits, like, the mall floor, and, she's fucking dead. I'm on the ground, Randall. I almost died that night. I was dying of laughter. I turned so tomato-face red Fears. I was like, this makes no goddamn sense, but it's fucking hilarious.
Did you ever see The Killer Condom?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's a German film.
It's German film. The Killer
Condom. It's made by Trauma Studios. And if you go into FYE and you go up to the checkout girl and you go, "Excuse me, miss, I'm looking for a movie. Do you have The Killer Condom?"
Randall, you're so full of crap.
I will pay you $10.
You're so full of crap. This movie does not exist, Randall. There's no way I'm doing that.
It exists. It exists, Spirit.
Are you being for real?
Yes.
I could not just go up to some woman. First of all, it's not a woman that works at FYE. It's some hilarious guy. He's like fat with glasses, and he's not. He's a nice guy, but he's definitely not a chick that works at the FYE that I go to.
No. Last time we went to FYE, there was this girl called Squirrely. Remember Squirrely?
Well, no, that's the one near your house. That's not the one. That's the one that we go to whenever I visit you. The other one that I visit is at a different location. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's just not a chick, So I thought you were talking about that guy. I was like, no, I'm like, it's not a girl. It's a guy. He's a tall, kind of fat guy with glasses. He's got a flowing like black beard. Sometimes he wears a hat, and he knows me by name because I always bring the list. And he's like, "Fears, man, you love those classic old ones." And I'm like, I do. I love those classic old ones,
Yeah.
Anyway, Randall, I can't wait to hang out with you.
Hold on, Fears.
Oh, I was gonna let you go, buddy, because it was getting kind of late. So yeah.
No, hold on.
I can't believe there's a movie.
Hold on.
I can't believe there's a movie called The Killer Condom.
Yeah.
I just don't get how Hollywood thinks it's a good idea. You know, like a bunch of like writers.
It's a comedy. It's not supposed to be taken seriously.
Well, I'll give you an example. At some point, somebody sat down and said, "All right, we're gonna make this funny horror movie. It's gonna make a shitload of money. Killer clowns from outer space is a good idea." And I'm like, you guys are fucking morons. That's not a good idea. But God bless them, Randall, for writing it, because it's one of my favorite cheesy horror films. You know? Or Phantom of the Mall. You know, he lives in the air ducts, and he lives in the sewers and shit under the mall, you know, and all that crap.
Okay, check it out.
Okay, Randall sent me something. Oh, Lord. What now? All right, hang on, Randall. Let me look. I thought you were joshing me, Randall. I could not believe that there was a movie called The Killer Condom. I was like, oh, Lord. No. Hang on, Randall. My internet's being kind of slow.
No, do it now!
I'm trying. Hang on, buddy.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God. There it is. Killer Condom trailer. Oh, shit. All right, well, I will watch this, buddy. I'm going to watch this one, and then I'll watch the Laser Blast one that my friend told me about. But he was going on. Right. He's like, Fears, he goes, you got to watch Laser Blast, man. He goes, if you like cheese. I said, yeah, but I said, Sean, there's a difference between a little bit of cheese that Fears likes and over-the-top cheese. So if it's too over-the-top cheese, I don't know if I'll add it to the list. But I'll watch them both, my friend. But, buddy, I can't wait to hang out with you next week. I'm feeling much, much better because, I mean, I wasn't about to die this week, but I had a massive headache. I mean, it was pounding. Once I took some Tylenol, the first day I was like, it's going away a little bit, but thank God.
Well, if you do die, leave all your DVDs to me. Somebody else can have the Blu-rays, but yeah.
Well, I don't have many DVDs left. You know, I've been converting them all to 4K or Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
I will admit, there's some movies that I love. Like, I'll give you an example. Randall, I have scoured the internet. I cannot find Stephen King's The Langoliers on Blu-ray. They never made it on Blu-ray. So they only made it on VHS and DVD. So I'll never get rid of The Langoliers because I love The Langoliers. It's like a TV movie, and Stephen King makes a cameo in it, and they put it on DVD. But I've never found it on Blu-ray. I've looked on Etsy, eBay, Amazon, everywhere, and nowhere has it on Blu-ray.
Yep.
So
all right, watch the trailer.
Oh, I will as soon as I get done talking with you.
Watch it.
Well, I'm gonna finish my reviews, Randall, and at the end I'll watch Killer Condom and I'll watch the Laser Blast one.
Your reviews. Do it now.
Fuck my reviews, Randall. Well, fuck you. No, I'm just joking, buddy. Buddy, it's good to be back. I missed you. I mean, I was gone for 2 weeks, man. I cannot wait to hang out because I miss making short films, and so I can't wait to sit down and do a writing sesh for Fears Man 6. I kind of told the fans a little bit of what it's about, but I didn't give them everything. Some way, Randall, we're going to have to introduce Timmy back into it, you know. So maybe like when Fears Man and Randall Brownstein looks up some information about the Mockingbird, maybe Timmy can be in one of the computer files or something. But we did not have Timmy in Fears Man 5, and shame on us because we should have had Timmy in there. We just kind of forgot to put Timmy in there, but yeah. So Randall, real quick before I go, I have to ask you a question. How did you find out about Killer Condom? I've never heard of this film.
This was way back in the 80s when they had video stores and when you used to go into a video store and they would have the box with the cover on it.
Yeah.
First, and then the box with the case in it behind the box. Mm-hmm. And I was just looking at it, and I was walking around the store, and I noticed, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then I got a different trauma movie. I think it was Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD or Toxic Avenger Part 3. And there was a trailer for it on one of those VHS tapes.
Oh, that's something that I told you and Visions about. it's not that I didn't.
No, I knew about trauma way before you did.
No, that's what I'm saying. You didn't let me finish, Randall. I said that's one thing that I agree with you and Visions about the trauma movies. They're funny, but they're brutal. The only I don't like it when they kill children in movies. I don't agree with that. I don't like it, and it was so.
Well, actually, I forgot to tell you this news, Fears. They actually really didn't kill the kid. It was just an actor.
Randall, I know it's an actor, but like for them, it's so sick to portray someone on film, killing a kid. He's like riding his bike. He's like 12 years old, and they're so sadistic. They kill him. Then the hot girlfriend's like, "Ooh, let's take photos of it." Like, yeah, we're killing a kid. So that was the only part of Toxic Avenger I did not like. I thought that was so sick. You know what my favorite scene, Randall, is the Kung Fu fight in the Taco Bell or whatever, and like the guy's trying to like Kung Fu the Toxic Avenger guy, and he's like, "You want some of this, motherfucker?" And he's like, and I was like, this guy is so fucking dumb. The Toxic Avenger is gonna kill this guy in like 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what scene I'm talking about? Then he like grinds the guy's head with the fucking milkshaker or whatever. So that's my favorite scene, the Kung Fu fight in the Toxic Avenger. But I want to ask you something. Do they kill any other kid in Toxic Avenger 2, 3, 4, or 5?
I don't know.
I hope not, because that scene really kind of put me off. I was like, this is so sick. This is so twisted. This is so fucked up. So that was the only scene I did not like.
Uh-huh.
But the rest of Toxic Avenger, like the big car crash at the end, Randall, of Toxic Avenger. The car crash at the end, that's fucking great. Then the crazy guy, that works out and he's got the blue or pink hair or whatever. He's like, I'm starting to get real stressed out, man. I'm starting to get real stressed out. That fucking guy was hilarious. I mean, everything else was great except for that one scene. So I wish you would have told me about that one scene before I watched it, but anyway. But the rest of Toxic Avenger was great. Anyway, Randall, I'm going to let you go so I can get back to the stream.
Okay.
But it was good hanging out with you, my friend, and like I said...
I'm actually in the stream, so we can continue.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I need to catch up with the comments. I don't want people thinking that I'm not gonna read their questions or read their comments. But buddy, let me know what day you want to come and hang out next week.
All right.
And like I said, the main goal is I think we should do a writing sesh, like some creative ideas, and then we'll write the script for Fears Man 6. And then we'll go and do something fun, because I haven't hung out with you in quite a while, my friend.
Yeah. You should learn how to use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT could write the script for you. All you gotta do is type it in and say, write a script about blah, 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 blah. And
yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's a lot more fun when we write it together, because I love bouncing ideas off of you, Randall. Because you're a far better writer than me any day. I mean, I like, that's why I like to share the writing credit with you. Like... And Randall, I think you wrote all of. Which one did you write all of? I gave you the idea, and then you wrote it. Was it Fears Man 2 or Fears Man 3 that you wrote the whole thing?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was either 2 or 3. I said, Randall, I think you should write this one. And I'll be honest, I was just being lazy. And you went, all right, Fears, what's the idea? And I gave you the idea. And then you were like, give me a week. You wrote it like within a week or two. And I read it, and I was like, this is fantastic, Randall. This is utterly fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
okay.
and then I remember you said something like, any changes, Fears? I was like, nope. I'm like, I think we're good, Randall. I'm like, you got all the ideas that I told you about in there. I'm ready to rock and roll, so. Well, anyway, buddy, it was good catching up and hanging out. Oh, real quick, Randall, have you ever seen this? I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I saw it when it came out on digital.
It was really good. Really good. It's like a horror comedy. It's not all, I mean, people die in it, but it's like a very, very dark comedy with horror aspects. So it's a horror comedy. But yeah. Well, yeah, buddy, if you want to...
She actually threw that burger away and went to Emo's Pizza.
Listen, she never did that. But if, like I'll say again, if she was going to throw that cheeseburger away, because that was a damn good-looking cheeseburger in that movie, it warrants the fact if she did throw it away, because Emo's Pizza, this is my opinion, is probably the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. It's the truth. In my 40 years of existence, Fears has had a lot of pizza. And there's been good pizza that I've eaten, and I've had bad pizza, but Emo's has always been top-notch, my friends. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, Randall. I'm going to get back to the... I'm going to get back to the chat, though. But
okay.
If you want to call me after the stream is done, go for it. But, yeah. But well, I can't wait to hang out next week, buddy.
All right, later.
All right, peace out, Randall.
Peace, bye.
Have a good one. All right, buddy. Always fun hanging out with Randall. Randall's a good guy. Randall's a fantastic friend. I wasn't trying to make anyone. I was trying to. I was just kind of catching up with Randall because we had me and Randall have talked since I've been back, but we didn't have like a big chat. So it was fun to kind of catch up with Randall. Hey, Tender Immortal, what's going on? Here, let me catch up with the chat. I can't remember where I left off. Let's see. I think the last thing I read was Chicken was saying the hedge clippers is one of the coolest slasher weapons. I agree. I mean, they've used the hedge clippers a couple times. I know. I don't think Michael Myers has ever killed someone with hedge clippers, but I know Jason has before. I think Freddy too, and then now Burning. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm going to catch up with the chat and then, let's see. So we reviewed that, and we reviewed this. So I gave this a 9 out of 10. I gave this a 9 out of 10, so I only need to review this. So everybody's seen this, though, so I'm going to save this. And so I'm going to review this, and then I'm going to watch the 2 movies that my friend Sean said I have to watch, Laser Blast, whatever the hell that is, and then Randall told me to watch The Killer Condom. So we'll be watching that. And I'll give you my forte on it. DVD Hunter says, hello, movie guys. What's up? What's up, DVD Hunter? Hello, fine sir. Love the magic. All right. Randall is a good magician. Thank you, more to come. Can Randy stay longer? I mean, he stayed for quite a long time. Randy, do you ever go live? Yeah, Randy does go live. He doesn't go as live as much as I do, but he does go live. And so, yeah. So, yeah. Let's see here. Vision says, yeah, man, that scene was hella sick. It is. It just, man, I'm telling you, Visions, the rest of that movie is fucking great. I just don't like it when they cause harm to children in movies or they kill children in movies or films. It just puts me off. And the way they did it in The Toxic Avenger is so sick. It's so twisted. They run over the kid and then, like, the hot babe, like, gets out of the car. Ooh, let's take photos. And I'm like, this is so fucked up. So that's the only scene out of The Toxic Avenger I did not like. The best scene is the Kung Fu fight in the little taco joint. That's because this, like, I think it's either it's either the black guy or the white guy, like, takes some nunchucks out and he's like Kung Fu-ing the shit. And he's like, yeah, bring it on, toxic motherfucker. And I'm like, this guy is going to be dead in about 5 seconds. And pretty much the Toxic Avenger fucks this guy up within seconds. And he's Kung Fu-ing the shit out of this guy. So the Kung Fu scene is probably my favorite scene. Cameo Man says, yeah, I'm going to go see Wolverine versus Deadpool. Well, Randall, I want to go see it, but I still haven't watched. I've watched Deadpool 1. I just haven't watched Deadpool Part 2. It's over here, and I haven't watched it yet. So I want to watch Deadpool 2 first. But I am looking forward to Wolverine and Deadpool for a couple of reasons. One, I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I think he does a fantastic job. Number 2, Hugh Jackman is coming back as the Wolverine. And it's the first time he's done it in the yellow and blue suit, just like the comics. So I know a bunch of fans and me, I'm eager to see it. So I'm looking forward to it. So I really can't wait. It's going to be good. Let's see here. Yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up? I just watched The Godfather a week ago. I guarantee you, Randall, you've seen it. before a week ago, buddy. So, yeah. Vision says, hi, DVD Hunter. Welcome to the chat. All right, I'm caught up. So I wasn't too far behind. I apologize for being a little bit behind. Anyway, between these two, I liked this one a little bit more. But I do recommend them both. They were both enjoyable. Like I said, I gave this one a 9 out of 10, and I gave this a 9 out of 10. So 2 9 out of 10s. This, I'm just going to warn you, it's good, but man, it is bloody beyond belief. Lots of blood, lots of gore. It was going nuts. And man, he loved those garden shears. Or those garden clippers, whatever you want to call them. He loved them, man. Not every single death, but almost every single death is with those shears. And this one was a very dark humor. So it's like a dark comedy with horror aspects because people die in it. Oh, they die in it. But it's not your typical horror movie. It's like a horror comedy. So I like the mix of horror with the comedy. I thought it was very good. I liked it. It wasn't a perfect movie. That's why I gave it a 9 out of 10. But it was a good watch. All right. And then this one's going to be a quick review. I've seen it a million times before, but this is the first time I've seen it on 4K and in the nice steelbook. Look at this. Ooh, yeah. So you get this little booklet, and then you get this little nice thing. There's the Shankara stones. Fears has one of them. At some point, I'm going to get the other two. Technically, in the film, there's 5 Shankara stones, but in the film, you only see 3 of them on film. So at some point, I'm going to get 3 Shankara stones. Right now, I only have 1. But all in good time, my friends. Is it my favorite Indiana Jones movie? No. I'd say it's my second favorite Indiana Jones. Obviously, my first favorite Indiana Jones is Raiders of the Lost Ark, the original. But Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is probably my second favorite. So, yeah. The only one that I thought was crap is the 5th one. But I will say this. The first, 30 minutes of Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny is good because they use they de-age Harrison Ford, and that little adventure that he has, on the train and shit, before he goes off to find the Dial of Destiny, the first 30 minutes is fantastic. But I get it. I mean, he's getting old. He's in his 80s, and he's still playing Indiana Jones. So it was a nice way to end him playing Indiana Jones, but hopefully somebody else takes over the role, because I do love the Indiana Jones series. I used to watch the Indiana Jones series all the time with my dad and my buddies, and it's a good series. It's a good action-adventure movie, so... But the 5th one is my least favorite, And then in the 5th one, you find out that the Shia LaBeouf character, his son, dies and all that, and... Yeah. So I'd say Indiana Jones is my second favorite. But that first 30 minutes, though, the adventure with him on the train and all that, because the good thing about Indiana Jones films is that they do is, before he starts the main adventure of the movie, they always have a little pre-adventure that he's on. So if they were smart, I would love to see a young actor do the in-between adventures. Perfect example in the Temple of Doom, when he goes to the little Chinese restaurant and he's like, the diamond, Lao. The deal was for the diamond. And then Lao, that son of a bitch, tries to outwit Indiana Jones. I'm like, you fucking moron. Nobody can outwit Indiana Jones. And he tries to give him some gold coins or some bullshit. And he's like, the diamond, Lao. The deal was for the diamond. And then he's like, well, you give me the ashes of the urn of Nuhachi or whatever. I would love to see that adventure. Indy goes off and finds the remains of Nuhachi, first emperor of China Dynasty or whatever the hell he says in the film. That'd be a great adventure to see on film. and I've always said this. The dude doesn't agree with me, but that's why everyone's entitled to their opinion. I know there'll only be one Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford, in my eyes, will always be Indiana Jones. But if someone else played Indiana Jones, I think Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is a good actor, and he kind of looks like Harrison Ford. Not fully, but a little bit. I'd love to see Chris Pratt take over. Or what they could do is they could do a prequel. You know, like, see Indiana Jones like graduating from the University of Chicago, because that's where he studied archaeology, and like see him go on his very first adventure before he starts like teaching archaeology or some shit like that. Or see him get a job as an archaeologist teaching it, and then someone play like a young Marcus Brody and say, "Hey, Indy, like in between you teaching, I got a gig for you." You know? There's so many things you could do. So, hopefully that's not the end of Indiana Jones. But I did enjoy watching it on 4K. Lots of bonus features that I had never seen before. Some I had seen before. And I'm trying to think of my two favorite scenes. There's so many good scenes in Temple of Doom. And somebody's calling me. Give me 1 second. Randall.
I didn't say I saw Godfather a week ago for the first time. I said I saw it a week ago when I rewatched it.
You rewatched it?
I watched The Godfather nearly the time it came out.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why did Randall watch it? Okay, yeah, my bad. I was trying to catch up with the chat, buddy, and I think I misread it, so I apologize.
Yeah. All right.
But
later.
But Randall, at least you've seen them all. Fears has been naughty, and I've only watched the first one, not even all the way through, or almost all the way through. I need to sit down and watch 1, 2, and 3 all the way through, buddy.
Yeah.
So call me after the stream.
All right, later, bye.
All right, bye. Yeah, at least Randall's seen them all. I actually need to sit down and watch all of The Godfathers, because I have not yet. So shame on Fears. I need to watch those. All right. Anyway, let's see here. Vision says all I could focus on was the GGI and de-aging, very distracting. Really? I thought. I'll be honest, Visions. I think they did a really good job at de-aging Harrison Ford. To me, it wasn't that distracting, and I think it's cool when I watched all the bonus features on the Dial of Destiny. I don't remember who said it, but one of the it was either the director or maybe the director of photography said, what's good about Harrison Ford is we have all this footage and all this behind the scenes of Harrison when he was young. So he said we took all those deleted scenes, all those bonus features, and put it into the computer, and so that is the best look of Harrison when he's like in his 30s and 40s, you know. Because now Harrison's like, he's like 80-something, which is awesome. It's good that he's still alive. He's still doing movies, but to me, it wasn't that distracting. It was good to see young Indiana Jones again. But yeah. But no, I get what you're saying. Cameo Man says, I've seen 2001 A Space Odyssey in 89. I finally saw it, Randall. I just didn't like the first 20 minutes because it took fucking forever for the movie to get going, but once it actually got going, and then you see them actually talk at the space station in the Hilton and all that, then I was like, all right, now it's rocking. Now we got to start. I enjoyed A Space Odyssey, just not the first 20 minutes. He took his time way too much. I was like, you can show the creation of man, all the caveman shit, in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes, and then you can show the future and him traveling to the space station in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. You don't have to take 20 fucking minutes, you know? But again, that's just my own opinion. I'm not the filmmaker, but that's the only part of 2001: A Space Odyssey I did not like. The rest of it was good though. Let's see. I've never seen Taxi Driver, Randall. I need to sit down and watch it. I saw a lot of the classic near the time they came out. Ditto for Blade Runner. I still need to sit down and watch Blade Runner. I have it. I just haven't watched it yet. Let's see. Vision says, those movies all hit much differently when you're older. They're worth the rewatch now, Randy. Well, I need to sit down and actually watch them straight through. Because I've only watched a tiny bit of Blade Runner. I need to sit down and watch it all the way through. I've never seen Taxi Driver. So I'm trying to see a lot of older stuff, you know? So yeah. Never seen Deer Hunter either. So yeah. I need to sit down and... I've seen Silence of the Lambs is a classic. I just don't own it yet, Randall. If you get a chance, see Manhunter. Never seen that one. People don't know that actually the first appearance of... But yeah. That's not true, Randall. That's not true. I have nothing against Stanley Kubrick. I think he's a fantastic director, a fantastic filmmaker. I just think he took way too long. I'm like, you don't need to take 20 minutes of a film. It went on forever. I was like, I get it. You're trying to be creative. You're trying to be an artist. I have no problem with that. But I'm like, let's get the movie going. I'm like, let's get it going. You know? I'm like, I don't understand why it's not, you know. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed, finally, everyone was on my case, like, Fears, you got to see 2001: A Space Odyssey. And I was like, I'll get to it. I finally found it, on my vacation. I finally sat down and watched it, and I was like, besides the first 20 minutes, everything else about it is spectacular. Like I told you guys, my favorite scene is when, David is talking with the computer and he's like, let me in. What's the problem? Let me in. That's a good scene. And then him shutting off the computer, that's another great. I mean, there's so many great scenes in it. The first 20 minutes was mind-numbing. I was like, come on, let's get it moving. Let's get it rocking, Again, I have no problem with the scenes. I thought it was very cool. You see where the caveman, where man started with all the caveman shit and him discovering the bone. I think that's why you put it in the chat, Visions. Him, the bone, like learning to use the bone as a weapon and shit. That's fine. But you could show all that in a matter of 5 minutes, not 20 minutes, And then it took forever for the spacecraft to get to the space station. I'm like, come on. I get it. If I was a film director, no offense to him, this is how Fears would film it. You see him get in the spaceship. You see him travel a little bit to the space station. You see him get off the space station. Bada bing, bada boom. And you get the scene a-rockin', Oh, that's funny, Visions. Remember Hal told David to put the lotion in the basket. Yeah, man, that movie is weird. I still need to watch all of Silence of the Lambs. I've seen about half of it. So I kind of know what Visions is talking about. The crazy guy and then the guys in the pit with the lotion in the basket. And he gets real aggressive. And I was like, holy shit, this guy is going fucking nuts. Over this guy in this pit with the lotion and all hell is breaking loose. So that's another one. That's another one that I need to sit down and watch all of. But yeah. I've seen most of it, though. Pretend Story says, I just went and got something to eat. I'm back. You didn't miss much, Pretend Stories. Me and Randall were just kind of hanging out and catching up. So yeah. Again, Randall, to each their own. I understand he was trying to take his time. I have nothing against Stanley Kubrick. Nothing against it. I loved his take on The Shining. I haven't seen many of his films. I've seen a couple of his films. I never said he's a horrible filmmaker because that would be a lie. He's a great filmmaker. I just think he took a little bit too long on 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's just my own opinion. Once he had the characters start talking, then it was really good. I never said I hated 2001: A Space Odyssey. I just didn't like the first 20 minutes because it took forever. I mean, it went on and on. I was like, is the movie ever gonna start? So, but anyway. But yeah. But I did enjoy it, though. I really did. And I also get what you're saying, too, Visions. I usually watch movies a lot by myself for two reasons. One, nobody lives with me. And if I did have a girlfriend, I wouldn't mind watching a movie with her. But, yeah. No, I get it. And I understand, Kubrick was trying to be super serious and make a great space movie, which he did. It's fantastic. Once someone starts talking, there's not one scene in it past them when they started to talk that I don't like. It's just, in my personal opinion, I think he just took way too long on the beginning. That's it. But what's great about our community is agree to disagree. You guys have got your own opinions. I've got my opinions. I still think it's a great film. I loved 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just had the first 20 minutes. But yeah, anyway. Let's move on. Some really good scenes in the movies is when someone says something deep and the camera... Yeah, everything else is great about it, Randall. Like, the death scene of David's astronaut friend. Fantastic, you know. David almost gets killed. Thank God he gets out of there, you know. So I definitely did enjoy it. So yeah. And I also get what you're saying too, Visions, you know. Let's say, if I hear someone chewing popcorn in the theater during the climax of Kung Fu Panda, I'm going to lose it. I hear you. Yeah, that when I go to the theater, I like it to be dead silent, you know, so... That's why whenever I do those theater vlogs, I get everything out that I want to say first. And then I'm dead quiet. You know? Like, I film one of my favorite scenes for the vlog. And I usually film it on my phone so you don't hear the little beep, 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 go off. Because anytime I turn my GoPro on or off, you hear this beep, beep, beep. So I just... I put my phone on silent and I just hit record, and I record just a little bit like when the last time I did one of those theater vlogs is when I went to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and I filmed the Ghostbuster car driving down the street at 90 miles an hour. And I thought, oh, that'd be great for the vlog, so I filmed that, and then I filmed the title sequence where it says Ghostbusters come on the screen, and then I just quietly turned off my phone because I don't like to interrupt anyone when I watch a film. And I always eat some type of snack, at the theater, whether it's pizza or I'll have a soda or popcorn or something. I don't eat really anything when I watch a movie at home. I only treat myself when I go to the theater, so... But I hear you, Visions, because I hate when people are talking through a film or munching on something too loud. So, yeah. Let's see. Cameo Man says, I love to listen to the audience's reaction in the theater. Well, reaction is different, Randall. If it's a terrifying scene and then you hear someone in the audience go, oh, like that, I don't mind that, but I do agree with what Visions is saying. If someone is talking through a film, that's fucking annoying and distracting. And if you hear someone crunching or munching too loud on fucking popcorn or God knows what else, kind of ruins the theater experience. So I try and be super quiet whenever I go to a movie in the theater. So yeah. Now, I don't care if people react to a film, Randall, because if a film makes someone react in a good or a negative way or whatever, that's what a movie's supposed to do. You're supposed to get a reaction out of someone. You know, the filmmaker's or one of the filmmakers' job is to make a great film and get the audience to react either in a good way or a bad way or whatever way, you know. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Because I don't want this stream to go all night. But I thought I would go a little extra because I haven't done a long stream in quite a while. Anyway, what can I say about this? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. There's so many good scenes in the movie, but if I had to pick two, probably the whole minecart, you know, scene at the end. That whole, it's not just one little scene. It's a massive, long minecart ride scene. Love all that shit. That's fantastic. And then probably when he's trying to do the deal, you know, like, the diamond, Lau. The deal was for the diamond. And that son of a bitch is trying to give him, like, just a couple of gold coins. I'd be like, listen, you dumb motherfucker. Fuck your gold coins. You give me that diamond, you son of a bitch. That was the deal. So that seems great too. So that's probably my second. So probably the mine cart sequence is my favorite scene. My second one is where you see Indiana Jones appear and he's got the real slick, awesome. He kind of looks like James Bond a little bit. He sits down and he speaks that guy's language, and he's like, "You never told me you spoke my language, Dr. Jones." And he's like, "Only on special occasion." And he's got the slick, you know, white, you know, he's got the white tuxedo on, looking epic. Like, he looks like James Bond. And he's all suave and cool, and then he meets Winnie. That whole sequence, you know. Not when they're running away, not when all the action starts. I'd say my second favorite scene is when they're just talking at the dinner table, you know. I will admit, once they kill Indy's friend, you know, the Chinese guy, and he's like, "Oh, Indy, I've been with you on many adventures," and he's like, "I go first, Indy." That's a good scene. But my second favorite scene is when he finds out that they poisoned him, and then he has to give the diamond back, you know, and they try to, like, fuck him over by just giving him some gold coins or some bullshit. And he's like, "The diamond, Lau. The deal was for the diamond." And the diamond's huge. It's like that fucking big, you know? So yeah. Big fan of Bush myself here. Nice shirt, cowboy. It's definitely not a cowboy shirt. It's St. Louis, you know, Busch Stadium. You know, they tore down the old one, and now they have a newer one. So where the old stadium in my hometown used to be, they've converted that space into the parking lot. So, I'm sorry, it's not Winnie. Excuse me, Randall. I'm getting tired. It's Willie. Willie Scott. Willie Scott is her name. The singer chick. Excuse me. I apologize. I made a mistake. So, Doctor, it's on one side, it used to be the old stadium. They tore down the old stadium because the old stadium is a little bit where the new stadium. It was a massive building. So, on one side, they tore down the old a part of the old building, and now they've turned that spot into new parking spaces for the new stadium. And they've made the new stadium a little bit tinier because the old stadium was fucking massive. So they basically tore the whole building down. On one side they put the stadium, and on the other side they put more parking spaces. So I've been to the new stadium in St. Louis 2 times, and then I finally moved away down here. But I've only ever seen 2. I've seen more baseball games in the old stadium than in the new stadium. Like I said, I've only been to the new stadium about twice. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, those are my 2 favorite scenes. It gets a 10 out of 10. All right. Let's select some movies for Fears to watch. I'm just going to go to bed because it's already 12:18, so I'll probably have to watch these tomorrow because I did an extra long late stream. But I think I'm going to watch, let's see here. I'm going to finally watch this gem, Visions. Let's hope that this one is better than that fucking Ski Patrol bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. So I'm going to watch this one, and then I'm going to watch some Drop Dead Fred. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid. Me and my brother would rent it. So as soon as I saw it on Blu-ray, I was like, oh shit, a blast from the motherfucking past. So these are the next 2 watches. So I don't know if I'll have time. I'll probably have to watch them tomorrow. But yeah. I think I'm going to watch Long Legs tonight. I've never heard of that one either. So anyway, I'll try and watch. I mean, it's only 12:19. I don't have to go to work until 3:45, but I want to get a little bit of a nap in, you know. But yeah, so I'll try and watch a little bit of these tonight. If not, I'll finish watching them up tomorrow, and then I will review them tomorrow. But let's just hope, because Visions, you said that this was kind of like Ski Patrol, and Ski Patrol was fucking terrible. I gave it like a 2 out of 10, so I'm just hoping that Joysticks is at least somewhat better than Ski Patrol. I guess we'll find out. So these are the 2 watches. The next 2 watches. Alright. Long Legs has Nick Cage in it. Yes, it does. The reviews are really great for it. Oh, nice. Well, before I go, let's watch some trailers, and I will react to them. And then I'm going to call it a night. So, well, now I'm curious. So let's start with Long Legs, because I've never heard of that one. So let me just look that up. And then we'll watch the Killer Condom that Randall told me about. Never heard of it. Sounds hilarious. And then my friend Sean has been going on and on and on and on and on about Laser Blast. So, whatever the hell this is. Alright, so Long Legs trailer. Alright. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, I haven't watched that one that you went to go see, Visions. The vampire one where it's like the teenage girl and she's dressed up like in a tutu or something. That looked nuts. So I haven't got around to watching that vampire movie yet. But you were like, oh, Fears, I don't know if you could make it through it. I remember you saying it's super bloody. Like, I don't mind a little bit of blood, but the thing with Fears is, if it looks super realistic and it's just buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of blood, then it kind of makes my stomach kind of turn a little bit. I'm like, you know. So with me, a little blood will do you. A little gore will do you. You don't need, like, whatever that one is that you and Walter told me to watch. I still haven't watched it, where the guy is running through the hallways with a fucking lawnmower, and he fucking lawnmowers the shit out of, like, 4 or 5 zombies. I still can't. I watched the trailer, and he's lawnmowering the fuck out of these people, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I don't know if I'll be able to ever watch that film. I don't even remember the name of it, but yeah, it was nuts. He's like, just lawnmowing the fuck out of, like, some zombies, like in some mansion or some shit. I was like, oh, wow, this is fucking nuts. Anyway, let's watch Long Legs. Let's see what this is all about. Here we go.
Don't move. Is it scary being an FBI agent?
Oh, Lord.
A letter was left with the bodies. We have 10 letters like it over the past 30 years. And all of them signed with one word. Long Legs.
Well, so far, so good. Very, very intense music. It's good to see, for a while, Nick Cage. I mean, he's fucking Nick Cage. He's great. But for a while, he was doing, like, all these B films. So it's good to see Nick Cage back in action, like in an A movie.
He'll kill. And kill again.
There she is.
should play nice with me.
Oh, shit. Wow. I didn't expect that. I was watching it, and then some lady is, like, looking into a mirror, and she gets, like, an axe or some shit to the back of the head. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. So, that was a shock. But good. It's a good trailer so far.
Put the gun down!
And now that has led to all of this.
Oh, Lordy. So what I got from it is this young FBI woman. She's on this case, and I guess she's like trying to hunt down this killer, and all hell breaks loose. So that's what I've gotten out of the trailer so far. Oh Lord. It was good. Very interesting. Looks good. Looks very good. I enjoyed that trailer. The axe to the back of the woman, or it looked like an axe. I don't really. It happened so quickly. The death. It was either like a billy club or an axe or something. She got it in the back of the head, and I was like, wow, that was a quick death. Like lickety split. I was like, damn. So that was good. That was really good. Wow. I didn't expect that. Like, it was just out of nowhere. That was good, though. Let's see. In Joysticks, you will hear the line, they're as big as my apartment. Oh, that one was kind of silly but entertaining, though. Don't buy it. Oh, well, too late, Visions. I think you were talking to the doctor, weren't you? Well, this one on my trip, I'll be honest. I just got it. I had no idea that the same makers of Ski Patrol are the same people that made this. Because as soon as I showed this to everyone, Visions was like, oh, Fears, like, I don't know if you're going to like it, because it's kind of silly and kind of over the top, kind of like Ski Patrol. Ski Patrol was fucking horrible. Fucking terrible. So I'm just hoping that this is a little bit better than Ski Patrol. Because Ski Patrol was a fucking terrible movie. I gave it like a 2 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10. I don't even remember. It was that fucking terrible. It was so boring. So yeah. Oh, the vampire. I was talking about the vampire movie. Okay. Got it. Oh, that one was kind of silly but entertaining. Don't buy it. Okay, I got you. It just looks really bloody. Looks really bloody. So yeah. Let's see. Brain Dead, Dead Alive. You'd hate it. I don't know if you were talking to me about that one or the doctor. I've never heard of any of those. Dead Alive, Brain Dead. I thought I already had that one. Hang on. I think I have Brain Dead. I think. That's the one where she plugs the shit like in the back of her neck and she's all in a dream sequence. Hang on. I think I've seen that one. Oh, where is it? Hang on. Oh. Is it this one? Oh, no. That one's Brain Scan. Never mind. Then I haven't. Then I don't have that yet. I don't have that. Anyway. Well, Longlegs looked pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Very intense, very scary. So I'll have to give that one a watch. Let's see. Doctor says, so many boobies in Joysticks. So many. Really? Oh, Lord. Well, at least, if it isn't funny, at least there'll be some good boobs in it, you know? That I did not know. Well, don't tell me anything else, Doctor. Is it like over the top? Well, it is an 80s movie, so we'll see. Brain Dead is the lawnmower one you have mentioned. Have I? Oh, is that the one? Is that the one where he shreds all the zombies with the? Okay, all right. I think I've seen. I can't remember. I think you guys have just told me about it. I don't know if I've ever. Oh, no, I've had to have watched the trailer because I've known about the lawnmower sequence. The doctor says it's way over the top, Fears. Really? All right, well, don't tell me anything else. All I'm going to say, Doctor, is I hope to God, I'm telling you, Ski Patrol was an absolute snooze fucking fest. I was like, my God, I wasted so much money on this fucking Ski Patrol movie. There was not one single fucking laugh in Ski Patrol. So I hope it's like nothing like Ski Patrol. Because I don't think there's a booby in Ski Patrol. I don't think. So at least it already, Joysticks already gets a 5 out of 10 if it's got lots of boobs in it, you know? And you're saying it has an over-the-top amount of boobies. So if I don't enjoy it, at least I'll get to see some hot 80s chicks, you know, that are like in their 20s and 30s with some good boobs. Hell yeah. All right. But I don't think I've ever seen Dead Alive, though, Visions. I'll have to check it out. Anyway. Oh, I'm kind of nervous, though, sitting through Joysticks. I hope it isn't, like, forced humor, you know? That's terrible when people try to force humor. But if you're saying it's over the top, oh, Lord. We'll have to wait and see. Again, as long as it's a little bit better than Ski Patrol. But yeah. And the only reason why I got Ski Patrol, sometimes I buy films, if the cover art looks hilarious, I'm like, oh, this has got to be good. I watched Ski Patrol and I was like, well, Fears, this was a crapshoot. This was not good. I kind of did the same thing with Joysticks. I grabbed it, I looked at it, and I said, well, I don't want to have the same thing happen. So I flipped the back, I read it, and I said, okay, there's two, like, video game arcades, and they're competing against each other, and one's trying to close the arcade down, and they have to have this epic battle of video games. I'm like, I like video games, and I like 80s video games, so I'm like, maybe it'll be a little bit enjoyable. As long as it's a little bit enjoyable, then I'll be fine. All right, let's continue on. Visions, I'm going to give Long Legs a big thumbs up. That trailer looked really good. All right, let's watch the next one. Let's watch the next one. Okay, so I think I've seen the trailer. I'm almost. Forgive me, it's not a lie. I just can't remember. I think I've seen the trailer for Brain Dead. I had to have, because the only thing I remember is that guy. He's like covered in blood from head to toe, and he's like, "Die, you motherfuckers!" And he's like just lawnmowing the fuck out of people. But I'll watch it again, just to refresh my memory. But I don't think I've ever seen the trailer for Dead Alive. So Dead Alive. I don't think I've seen that one. Dead Alive. God, Fears is tired. I can't even fucking type. Hang on. There we go. Dead Alive. Let's see. Oh, no. I've seen this one. It's the Peter Jackson one. Oh, yeah. Yep. I've seen this one. Yep. It's got the little, like, demonic baby with the white and red little sweatshirt on. Yeah. I've seen this one. I've seen that. Yep. That one looked hilarious. That one looked hilarious. But let's watch the Brain Dead one again, because I need to refresh my memory. I know they're in a mansion, and it's like a wife and a husband, and I can't remember all of it. Vision. They have to they need I think their car breaks down or some shit or something, and then they have to they come into the mansion, and the people that own the mansion, I think they bring the dead back to life or something. They're like, "Oh yeah, come in, you can use the fucking phone," and then all hell breaks loose, and then the husband is just covered from head to toe in fucking blood, and he's like, "Back away, you motherfuckers!" And he just starts lawnmowing the fuck out of people. And I remembered it was just too much. But let's watch it again. Just to refresh my memory, I'm pretty damn sure I've seen both of these, but let's watch it again. Yeah, here's the couple. Yeah, here's the couple.
What's wrong? Lionel, you must listen to me. Evil forces are gathering.
the way that lady said it. You must listen to me. Evil forces are coming. Oh shit! Fuck me. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, here comes all the zombies and shit.
I kick ass for the Lord. You must destroy them.
Yep. Oh my god!
Party's over.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here comes the lawnmower. Oh man! That's just too much. It's just too much. It's too much. Too much. I don't understand why it's got two. It's got two names to it. Can you answer me that, Visions? Because at the end of this trailer it said, "Look for it now on DVD and Blu-ray and newly on 4K," and then it said "Dead Alive." But I punched in the other one. I punched in Brain Dead. I don't understand why it had two names. Did they first make it internationally and then I guess like in another country it was named Dead Alive, and then when it came to America it was Brain Dead? I don't understand why it has two names. So if anyone can answer me that, then check it out or let me know, because I'm kind of curious. So yeah, fucking Brain Dead, Dead Alive. It looks hilarious, but man, that lawnmower scene is that's just going fucking nuts. I don't know if I could get through it. It looks hilarious though. But he's like, "Oh, party's over, you motherfuckers, you fucking, dead motherfuckers," and just lawnmowers the fuck out of like 13 zombies. That's nuts.
Don't move.
Crazy. Let's see. I know Peter Jackson, the guy that made Lord of the Rings. I know he made it. It's a New Zealand filmmaker. Brain Dead is the international name. Oh, okay, see, that makes sense. Okay. Dead Alive is the U.S. title. Ah, okay. I wonder why, like, it doesn't matter if it's a New Zealand movie. Why wouldn't they just have the New Zealand name? Like, Brain Dead's a fine name for a film. Like, why don't they, like, I could care less if they filmed it in New Zealand, but why change the name? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, yeah, they filmed it in New Zealand, it's called Brain Dead. Bring it over to America. Hey, guys, we made a horror film, it's called Brain Dead. Peter Jackson filmed it. Great. It's just so weird to, like, have a U.S. title. I don't know. That's a little weird. I just hope you have some Kleenex for a joystick. I don't think it's going to be that over the top, Plus, Fears wouldn't need any Kleenexes because that's just wrong. But it's good that it's going to have some good old boobies in it. I wasn't expecting that, so we'll see. So yeah. Ski Patrol is good. I beg to differ, John. Ski Patrol was fucking terrible. But I prefer Ski School 1 and 2. Oh, God. Well, if Ski School is anything like Ski Patrol, oh, Lord. Ugh. Ski Patrol was fucking terrible. I was like, this is so boring. This is so fucking... It was garbage. It was complete fucking garbage. Anyway. I don't know. They did that with some Italian films, too. Okay. Like Seven Doors of Death is also called The Beyond. That's so weird. Well, maybe they picked a different name to market it. Like oh, okay, like our film did really good in another country. If we name it something else in America, maybe it'll make us more money, for the film. I don't know. That's my thinking. Maybe they went that route. I could be totally wrong. I probably am, but that was my idea. I'm like, oh, they probably just renamed it to have a better title for the film, and people get interested, and then people will spend more money, and yada, 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 But I could be totally wrong. All right, let's watch this one that my friend suggested. Laser Blast. Whatever the hell this is. Laser Blast trailer. Now, Randall, my friend Sean suggested this, but Randall said fears it's so over the top. He said it's got animation dinosaurs in it, and then people killing animation dinosaurs with laser guns. So, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let's see here. Wow, it was made quite a long time ago, 1978. Oh, Lord. All right, well, let's have a look-see. Holy shit, Randall, you are not kidding. It's got animation aliens in it and animation dinosaurs. Oh, my Lord.
This could all be happening right now, somewhere on this planet. It's the story of a UFO that has landed and visitors from a galaxy light years away.
Oh my God. Randall, I may just have to own this one just to say I fucking own this one, because I do like sci-fi and I do like space movies, but this like guy that's got like this, it's like this laser gun attached to his arm, looks half like an alien and like half like a fucking zombie or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but so far this looks hilarious, Randall. Like, despite the animation in it, it does look hilarious. Oh yeah, there you go, Randall. He just shot the... I don't think they're dinosaurs. I think they're aliens that are animated with like clay or whatever, because in the 70s they didn't have a lot of... They had some special effects, but not a lot. So they kind of look... The aliens kind of look like dinosaurs, but they're not dinosaurs. They're just aliens. And the alien shot a laser at the dude, and the dude shot a laser with his laser gun attached to his arm. So far, I'm literally losing my mind, and this is hilarious.
Unlike anything on this planet.
I admit the alien spacecraft looks pretty fucking sweet. So far, all right. This is not too bad, not too shabby.
Belong to us in the future, but is here now. Laser blast.
Oh my God! He just killed his friend with the laser in a fucking pickup truck. What the hell? Why would he just randomly kill his best friend? Well, it looks like his best friend. For no apparent reason, and his friend was driving the pickup truck. Oh my God. I'm fucking losing my mind.
The story of the boy who found it and the girl who tried to help him.
About the lump on your
And he just blew up his girlfriend's, like, car. What the hell is going on?
And a world that tried to take it away.
They didn't know I knew. I want the town sealed off. No news leaks. No news period.
Laser blast.
Randall, the laser cannon that he wears on his arm, it does look pretty cool. I'll admit that. It does look pretty cool. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This movie's all over the place, but it looks hilarious.
It will blow your mind.
It definitely has blown my mind. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm going to give Laser Blast a good thumbs up. I'm adding it to the list. I mean, it's just enough cheese that Fears likes. I don't think that... I'll be honest, Randall, that wasn't... I think the only thing over the top was the the clay animation. That was about it, but it was just enough cheese. It wasn't too much cheese. It was just enough cheese. So I'm going to add it to the list. Okay, let's see here. Laser Blast, 1978. So, all right. I'm fucking losing it. It'll blow your mind. Laser Blast. This laser comes from another galaxy. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Laser Blast, 1978. I am utterly losing my mind. That was hilarious. Randall, that was funny. Well, thank you, Sean, for that suggestion. Sean, you definitely were right. Sean came up to me, he's like, Fears, I know you love these cheesy things. He goes, this may be too much cheese for you, Fears. So he said, I wasn't going to mention it, but he's like, try this one. And I was like, all right, Sean, I'll give it a go, buddy. All right. Fucking Laser Blast. That was hilarious. So, yeah. Well, it is stop motion, Randall, but it's like, it looks like they made it out of clay. I got it right. I know you said stop motion, but it looks like they made the aliens like out of clay. And so, but it is stop motion, you know. And that's stop motion animation, you know. They just made the aliens, or it looks like they made the aliens out of clay. So, I got it right. So, yeah. See, they had they had Dead Proof and Planet Terror play together. I've heard of those, Randall. Wasn't those made, the guy that made Thanksgiving, isn't it that director that made those? Eli Roth or whatever his name is? I know they had those two together. Because in one of those movies, they have the fake Thanksgiving horror movie trailer. And I guess the fans loved it because now they have a horror movie, you know, of Thanksgiving, which, by the way, that was fantastic. Visions, did you enjoy Thanksgiving? I'm just curious. And if you did, what was your favorite kill? I think my favorite kill is that fat that fat girl. She's like getting done with her job, and then the pilgrim slams her face up against the freezer, and it kind of sticks, and she doesn't want to die. I mean, she dies anyway. She almost gets away, but she rips her face off the freezer, and some flesh comes off, and she's like, "Oh, fuck you, I'm out of here!" And then she runs out. She's like, "Where the fuck is my keys?" And then all of a sudden, the pilgrim is in her car, and he's like, "Yeah, die, bitch!" And he, like, hits her, and she, like, gets in, like, halfway in the dumpster, which is so fucking stupid. I'm like, you've got legs. Don't hide in a fucking dumpster when the guy's right behind you. Just fucking take off running. And he hits the dumpster and, like, chops her body in half or some shit. That, to me, that was my favorite death. That was good. So, yeah. Let's see. Vision said, I saw those in a theater. That was a long night, but fun. Oh, those two movies? So, yeah. Eli Roth directed the trailer in between this. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Because I know Kurt Russell was in one of those movies, Randall, but I haven't seen all of Dead Proof, and I haven't seen all of Planet Terror. I've seen bits and pieces of each one of them, but yeah. I liked it. I only remember that person being cooked in the oven and the turkey carving thing. Yeah, that was fucking... Oh my god. It was like so over the top, like, there won't be any leftovers, you bastards. I'm the pilgrim, and I want to fuck up your Thanksgiving, and I'm going to make a human turkey, and let's dig into her thigh and eat some meat. I was in utter fucking chaos. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, this is the most fucking hilarious horror movie that I've seen in a while. Oh, man. There were a bunch of fake trailers between those films, but Machete and Thanksgiving were so compelling, they decided to make them. Yeah. Well, God bless them for making the I've never seen Machete, Randall, but I remember seeing the fake cheesy Thanksgiving trailer. Never thought in a million years they'd make an actual movie of it, but hey, thanks to Eli Roth, right on. I need to watch the rest of Dead Proof, and I need to watch the rest of Planet Terror, so yeah. Pretend Story says, I think I'll watch some Kung Fu movies this weekend. Nice! Now which type? Which type Pretend Stories? Are you going to go classic, like Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee is the fucking man. Bruce Lee is the fucking man. So yeah. Vision says, gotta go to the theater, by the way. Bye. Alright, Visions, peace out, dude. I'm going to end this very soon because I'm going to watch one more trailer. And then I'm out. So yeah. Someone told me about some like robot cop movie. I think it was Sean too. He said, Fears, it like takes place in the future of LA. And they've made like some robot cop. And he goes stare crazy or his robotic circuits malfunction and starts, instead of protecting people, the robot cop starts killing people. And I was like, oh, that sounds fucking hilarious. So yeah. 36 chambers of, ooh, all right. I'm telling you, Pretend Stories. Nothing against Jackie Chan. I love me some Jackie Chan. I do. But Bruce Lee is the fucking man, dude. Enter the Dragon, you know, and he played Kato off the Green Hornet, and he did so many good films. It's a shame that he passed away. Great martial artist. My dad bought his book in the 70s, and then my dad gave it to me, so it's in Missouri, packed away. But one day I should sit down and read Bruce Lee's book. So yeah. I do like Jackie Chan movies. And you know what? I haven't seen Jackie Chan make a movie in a while. I don't know if he's retired from acting, but alright. I don't know the name of this robot cop movie. I'm gonna try and find it. And then I'm gonna end the stream. I don't remember what it was called, but I should be able to find it. Robot killer cop movie, and I'll try and find it. Oh, I need to watch The Killer Condom. That's true. I promised Randall I would watch that one. All right, so here we go. Let's watch The Killer Condom first, and then I'll try and find that robot cop movie. All right, here we go. So, Killer Condom. Oh, God. Randall, I ask you, why the hell does Hollywood make this stupid shit? Well, I mean, God bless sometimes people in Hollywood for making these cheesy movies. I never thought in a million years I'd be watching a movie trailer called Dun Dun Dun, The Killer Condom. Oh, Lord. Killer Condom trailer. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, God. There it is. Killer Condom. Oh, they made it in 1996. Oh, Lord. I thought it was like an old 70s or 80s movie. Okay. All right, well, here we go. Here we go.
Something horrible is invading New York.
Oh, Lord.
Something terrifying. Something you've never seen before.
I've seen a condom before. I've never seen a killer condom before, though. Oh, Lord.
The killer condom. The rubber that rubs you out.
No!
Danger is everywhere. The army of condoms have overrun the city. Only one man is brave enough to take on the crazed condom. Luigi Macaroni, police.
Luigi fucking Macaroni. Did he just say his name was Luigi fucking Macaroni? It is fucking over with. Oh my God.
He alone must do battle with the army of death, preying upon the citizens of New York City. Played by Udo Sammel, star of the masterpieces of German cinema, Far Away So Close and Caspar Hauser, Macaroni must save the city and himself from the destructive power of the killer condoms. The conspiracy that he uncovers is so shocking.
Again, Randall, I ask you, who the hell comes up with this shit? Some condoms are attacking New York City. Hilarious.
That it could cost him his life. Under the direction of Martin Waltz and boasting the lavish production of Ralph Dietrich and Harold Rackebner, Ralph Koenig's comic book becomes terrifyingly real. Brought to horrifying life by Academy Award winner H.R. Geiger, whose creations thrilled you in Alien and Species. Killer Condom was an official selection of the prestigious Berlin Film Festival and has won accolades from audiences.
Wait, this movie, Randall, actually won some awards? I am fucking astounded that it actually won some awards, but, I mean, there you go.
Why? In a world where safe sex is deadly, it's the killer condom, the rubber that rubs you out. It's from Trauma, of course.
Oh, Lord. This is hilarious. I loved it, Randall. It was great. I'll add it to the list, my friend. Oh, my God. The Killer Condom. They had to have made a sequel. The Return of the Killer Condom. Dun, dun, dun. You know. Oh, Lord. That was fucking hilarious. I was surprised that they made it in '96. I thought it was a lot older than that, but whew. Oh, Lord. That was great. I know, Randall. I know it's supposed to be cheesy, but I'm just like, man, what goes through people's minds? I know it's a comedy. That's true. Pretend stories. Bruce Lee is nice. He is. I mean, he's like one of the main. He's so badass. He was so badass for his time. That would have been a cool interview. If Bruce Lee was still alive today, I would have loved to interview Bruce Lee. All right, the last one that I'm going to watch. Randall, do you know which movie I'm talking about? My friend didn't know the name of it. It's supposed to be, he said, Fears, it's a bunch of words that stand for like robotic cop, something. It takes place in the future, and it's like, my friend described it as, it's half Terminator, half like cop movie. And I was like, okay. So I'm gonna try and find it. He's like a robotic cop that like kills people. So I'm just gonna write that in and see what comes up. Robot cop that kills people. So kind of like RoboCop, but like an evil version of RoboCop. So we'll see if I can find it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. RoboCop popped up. Terminator popped up. He said it's like an old 70s, 80s film. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember what he told me about. I think he sent it to me. Let me see if it's in my history on YouTube. I think he showed me the trailer, but I don't remember the name of it. Oh, what was it? Hang on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. It was like Robot Cop or some shit. I can't remember what it was. My friend showed me the cover of it, and it looked hilarious. Let's see. Robot Cop. Let's see if it's that. No, it's not that. What the fuck is it? I remember what the cover looks like. I just don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to find it. I'll find it, and if I find it, I'll show it to you guys tomorrow, because I'm having a hard time finding it. So I think that's a good place to end it, though. But I'll find it, though. I'll find it. Maybe Randall found it for me, because Randall just sent me a message. So let's see if Randall actually found it. If Randall found it for me, then I'll watch it. But I don't know if... Let's see. Randall, I'm so tired. I will watch these tomorrow, I promise. I promise I'll watch these tomorrow, buddy. I'm getting tired. I really am. Anyway, I'm gonna take off, guys, but I'll find the Killer Cop movie. It had like some abbreviation, like the title of it had some abbreviation, and it was like Robot Cop Assault Unit something. I can't remember what it stood for, but my friend Sean told me about it. But, all right, I'm taking off. Well, that was a long, super long stream. It was 3 hours and 15 minutes and 33 seconds. So I thought I would do a long one. But anyway, Fierce loves you guys. Fierce cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my buddy Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Fears at FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Follow my buddy, the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch and on YouTube. I haven't promoted Vision's website in quite a while, so if you want some top-notch merch, go to www.exhumvisions.com and buy yourself some epic merch. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, but tomorrow's watches are Joystick and Drop Dead Fred. So there we are. All right, well, and also, if you get time, follow the Fears Man on my TikTok. But big shout out to all the loving and loyal fans that stayed with me the whole way. And Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And if you guys know which movie I was talking about, the killer robot one, it's like the future of LA, and it had some abbreviation for the title, you let me know. All right, this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see you guys later.